Hello, everybody. This is Chris Carone of the new show called The R Show. This is going to be an introduction to the hosts and to the show itself. And then we will start our topics next week. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and we will try to find them.
We'll try to find them.
Hey,
just in case we get lost along the way. I'll throw some breadcrumbs out.
Yeah.
Hey. Just so everybody knows.
It would not be me and Anna if I didn't have some fun right away. So.
Thank all 9 viewers for watching so far. Just to let you know about myself, I've been off and on reselling since 2005. I did take at least a year off from eBay when I was having one issue, and then I came back. I did do a yard flea markets here locally for about 6 months as well. And I sell on Bonanza through Facebook local groups, and I am also the owner of the National Resellers eBay Amazon Advice eBay Amazon group on Facebook. So if you're not a member, please ask to join, and glad to have you.
Who's not a member of that? Come on. We all try to be members.
And I'll pass it over to Miss Cool Finds. Go ahead, Kristen.
Okay. Alright, I'm Miss Cool Finds, or you can call me Kristen. I don't care either way. But for some reason, Miss Cool Finds seems to stick. I have a channel here on YouTube. You can find me under Miss Cool Finds. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All my links are on my YouTube page. I've been selling on and off since 2002, and I really like to sell just about anything that'll make me money, including movies, video games, electronics, etc., etc., etc. And I only sell on eBay right now, but I'm thinking about getting into Amazon.
FBA or just merchant fulfilled?
I'm not sure yet.
Well, I know I do merchants. I do merchants fulfilled, so.
Yeah.
And we all know Mr. Cool Toast, but for the people that don't know,
Okay. I am Cool Totes. I've been selling almost 2 years now, maybe a little bit over. But actually, I just found out the other day, I forgot all about it, that I knew I had sold a few things here and there, like way back when. I've actually had my eBay account since '99, I believe. I actually sold some things back in 2002. It's kind of surprising. But anyway. Yeah, I also have a YouTube channel, Cool Toads. I do a Toadcast every Friday night, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and generally everybody is on that show. So I mean, the true regulars are like Chad Pagel, who's Golden Finger Picker, and his wife, Lord Picking Queen, and dude, a lot of people. So yeah, and we generally have marathons, like 8-hour shows. So if you ever want to be on and go take a nap and come back, we'll probably be on. But yeah, generally lasts 4 or 5 hours. It's fun, and then yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna say. I'm a little lost. I lost myself. But so I'm Cool Toads. So, party on.
and just so everybody knows what the show is going to be about, if it takes off, it's going to be weekly about different topics. Hence the R in the show means anything from rescuing, researching, and reselling an item, or anything that has to do with an R in between, such as repairing. Yes, I'm going to say I'm a lot. I see. Just noticed this today. what else I have else is out there, I can't really say because I'm losing my train of thought.
It's easy to do apparently on this show.
Well, I admit, it's my first time hosting a show, really
Of
talking,
course.
hang out. All the other times I try to hang
Yeah,
out.
it's my first time on a show too, so yeah, that's my excuse. I'm gonna go with that. Sounds good to me.
Well, that can't
Were you,
be your excuse because this is my first time on this show too, and I didn't have a problem.
Oh, dang. Crash and burn on my part. Oh, man. Now I'm going to go home and cry. I already am home.
Now, I was about to say, you're already home.
Yeah. Cool. So what else you got, Chris? You got more stuff?
I was going to say that we...
I kind of interrupted you. So.
It's okay. I got to have some fun. We're going to also have guests in the future, especially starting next week. We already have one guest lined up. Miss Ford, the Picking Queen herself. So she's going to be in on the rescuing part of the...
So I got to interrupt you again. That'll be without the golden finger picker. So if you ever wanted to ask questions without the golden finger picker around, now's the time to do it. Just saying.
Just don't get bad questions
Just had
out
that
of the internet
discussion.
for.
Just saying.
Sean, you make that sound like it's shady.
No.
No,
It's because I got my shades on.
I already told Golden Picker Finger he's going to be invited in the future. So,
I know.
but I don't know if there's any viewers out in there that have questions for us already.
I can look if you want.
Yeah, if you don't mind, sir. I got 11 viewers, so...
Alright. Speaking of which, 11 viewers and 5 likes. Hit that like button. Wow. I totally almost screwed that up. Hit the like button, please. Not the dislike button like I almost said. Although, word to all you little trolls out there, hitting dislike and adding negative comments is also engagement, so that's a plus for any YouTuber out there, so go ahead and have fun. Anyway, yeah. Where am I? I don't even know where I am.
You were looking for questions.
Golden Finger Picker is here, of course. What's up, man? How's it going? Welcome.
Hey, Chad.
Let's go picking. What's up, man? Let's go picking is on Chelsea. Jason Keegley says, hey guys, how's everyone tonight? Matt Posner can't count backwards like me. Yeah, I had trouble counting the other night. Backwards, was it? I couldn't even count forward. One of the two. Resale Rookie, of course. He says, hey, peoples. And he's saying FBA, FBA, FBA. That's in response to you deciding to do Amazon.
Yeah,
and,
I figured.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys... Oh, no, you probably can't. I have a big old pile in the back of me. And you can see a little bit of it. Some of that stuff's going to go FBA finally.
So you're going to brave it and try FBI?
Well, I sent in some little bead container, storage container things.
Yeah.
And I sold a few of them, but you only send 15 items in that aren't very popular. You're only going to sell a couple at a time here and there. But,
right.
Just get my wet, and then like anything, the pool must have been too cold and never went back in. So, but that was pretty smart. Anyway, welcome, Resale Ricky. Jeff Davidson, what's up, man? He's all I see is spinning dots. I'm getting dizzy. Yeah, I've been dizzy today, too.
I want to thank everybody for watching and coming for my first show. I know it's going to be a little hectic on the first couple of weeks. I will get this done eventually.
Stage practice, too. Look at me. I screw up all the time, and I'm in these shows, so... People still watch me for some reason, so...
Because you're cool, that's why.
Well, yeah.
You're cool toad. What do you expect?
That's true. Oh, yeah, and Emma, I'm hoping I'm going to say this right, Mendonca? Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm sure I put that. I got the Mend part. But hi, Emma, welcome. She said Amazon FBA as well. Okay, you may have your show back, Chris. I'll allow that.
Yes, I will let the viewers know that I do have a medical issue that I was born with. Just in case everybody's wondering why I keep grabbing a napkin or something, rubbing my chin. I was born with a disability. Well, it's kind of why I wanted to do the show, is to show the new people that you don't have to be perfect in all ways to know what you're doing. Don't be afraid to take chances, and also not to, but don't take huge chances. I wanted to show people from my point of view what can and will happen if you put the work in. So.
Cool. Hell yeah. Eddie Rivers is in the house. What's up? Good evening, all. Justin Starter, Mister, getting people to list. Whatever that word I'm looking for. Heck yeah. And Michelle Ricky says, "Coogee." Yeah, motivation. Thank you. And New York Hustle, what's up? And then Justin Starter says, "Do it." Cool. Be on, Wayne.
Well, apparently nobody has questions yet, so I got to figure out.
Just start though.
I know. But I didn't have. I thought I had more thoughts to what I was going to say, and it's not coming out.
It's kind of like meeting at the bar for the first time. Everybody gets the first drink or two in, and all of a sudden all hell breaks loose. I like my shows.
Well, my goal was to have.
Some people show up drunk in the first place, though. So. Yeah.
True. Well, it's okay if you have a beer, but if you've had like 6 beers.
Well, I just know I want to try getting. I can't remember what I was just gonna say. Dang it! Did it again. Yeah, you guys made me look like 2 minutes.
With beer, Feel free to mute me, man. I'll mute myself. Keep interrupting you because of the lag, and then you lose your train of thought.
Yeah,
I'll just sit here and sing Kumbaya on my head. Go for it.
Well, I gotta remember what I was going to say.
Oh, hey, Sean.
Yeah.
We have a question.
Oh, hey. Sweet. What is it?
Oh.
Darlene C. said, "Are you a full-time thrifter?"
I'm not. Well, it's hard for me to explain. Because of my disability, I get SSI. So the money I do use, or the money I do make from selling, I try to put it back in. But sometimes I have to use that money to pay some of the bills that my other money doesn't cover. So that's part of the reason I'm trying to do this, is to show that you have to work within what you have to succeed. You can't just be like, okay, I'm happy with what I have. I want more. I want to be off the SSI if I can get there. So.
It's a pretty hefty goal. Apparently, it's a pretty hefty goal for me to speak it, but I meant to get to that point one day. It's pretty good. Wow. Shutting up now. Go for it, man. If you have some questions, though, if you want me to get to that. If you want me to do those. Unless Kristen wants to.
That's what everyone's able to read the comments and questions quicker.
Alright.
I know I can't see it.
Oh, cool. Oh, Emma says she's from the UK. Cool. Dude, you're universal already. Awesome.
Wow.
Because she's from the UK and I'm from space. You know. Mr. Golden Finger Picker said he missed the beginning. Can you go over what the show was about?
The show is going to be about showing a point of view for the new people that I realize that Chad Golden Finger Picker has their own new side that they're trying to work on. But I'm trying to show it from my point of view, as I feel myself as still a newbie. Even though I have been reselling for 5 years off and on, I've made a lot of mistakes that I see a lot of people asking in the groups. Should I do this? Should I do that? and I'm wanting to show them what they can and can't do, or what they shouldn't do. For example, I've done everything basically what they say, uh, blank backwards. I started out with going to wholesalers, trying to get a website, and everything else, instead of trying to just make sales to get the money coming in to get the thing that I wanted. So that's what the R is going to be standing for. Next week's topic is going to be about what I call rescuing. Most people call it picking, but I'm going to call it rescuing for the R show. Because there's various ways of rescuing things. The dumpster divers, the people that go to the thrift stores, to yard sales. I'm going to tell them I'd rather have them go to the yard sales first than trying to do all the thrifting, because you don't know what prices are going to be up. And at the thrift stores, compared to yard sales, you can have a set price of, okay, I'm only going to spend $5 max on an item, where you go to do shirts, there you go, there's your one item for the day. So
That's true. And right now is yard sale season, so
exactly.
you can even spread that $5 into several other items too eventually. So yeah.
Like my last haul video, I did the $23 or $26 to $150. We actually went to yard sales. The hauls before that were thrift stores.
Yeah.
And I spent $60. But that's because I actually made enough sales, thanks to other pickers, to go out and get more stuff. It's what I'm trying to show, is that you can do it different ways, but you all have to work hard to do it. Have anything to say, Kristen?
You want another question?
Sure.
Well, because I'm watching the comments go by, and there's a bunch of questions in here now.
Oh, I'm glad.
It says, okay,
Cool.
Chris, question. Resale Rookie said this. Chris, question. When and why did you start thrifting, reselling, picking, and is it all you hoped it would be?
I did it because, like I said, I have a disability. My wife was working. She got hurt. She can't get on any assistance in that way. So I had to figure a way of making money, whether it be just reselling it to people I know, or trying to actually start something. So it's all what I thought of it is because I have fun going out. I have to discipline myself and try learning how to do better at listing, because I only have 24 items on my eBay ID, where everybody else says, oh, I'm up to 100. I'm lucky if I get to 30 items in a time. So I have to figure out a way to get myself motivated to do the research and everything else. That's part of why I'm doing this. I want to show people how hard it can be hard for somebody like me. And everybody's like, well, you just do it. It's not always that easy. So I'm trying to show that side of it too. As long as you keep consistent and at least keep yourself motivated to an extent, you should have sales.
Yeah. Yeah, I grabbed this one thing really quick before, to show you. Like yesterday, I went picking with Retro Aficionado. Amazing dude, but I seen these kind of types of things, right? But I picked up 2 of them for $1 each, and it goes along with what you say. If you only have like $5, what could happen? But there's this thing here. Am I seeing that good? I'm not even on the right channel. But anyway, picked up 2 of these, $1 each, brand new in the box. They're selling on eBay for $50.
Sean, what is it? It's hard to see.
Is it? Let me hold on. Let me see. Is that any better?
I can't even tell what it is.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know. It's like your camera's all blurry or something. Snap. Oh,
Snap
snap.
circuits.
Okay.
Green. So basically a green energy type of thing.
Okay.
And it's let me see. It has sample pages from Green Energy Manual. So basically, it's kind of pointing towards greener energy, not greener, but green energy. It has a couple of projects like hand cranky and crank charger, things like that. And I mean, you never know. You go out there and you hit a yard sale and you find two things that can make you $100 if they were brand new in the box. These I'm probably only going to ask about 30, even though they're complete. They aren't used or anything, only because it's open. And I might go 40 just to see what happens. But
have you did the research on
you never know. Yeah, on eBay.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, they said they were going for 50 on Amazon, so I thought maybe you were just gonna send it over there.
No, sorry, no. On eBay is $49.99, not including shipping. So, yeah. But I mean, that just goes along. I mean, you never know what you're gonna find out there. And even though it was a little bit disappointing because we were making million dollar houses, million plus, and we really weren't finding anything. And I saw these, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take a chance. And the whole day I was concentrating, and I'm like, dude, I shouldn't have bought them. Got home and I looked them up. I'm like, dude, I should have bought them. I mean, yeah, they aren't super home runs, but
Did you tell Retro that you looked them up and how much they were worth?
Yeah. He was all happy. He's like, good to know, good for you. Because he kept kind of agreeing with me. He's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about those. But you know what it was? I got trapped. This lady, older lady, super nice. I guess it were her grandkids stuff and everything. We were talking about them and everything, and I was just, in the moment, and I also bought what I thought was a big bag of American Girl doll clothes for $3. Apparently, I totally forgot how to be a picker because 99% of what was in the bag are Build-A-Bear workshop clothes. Brilliant. We don't make money, of course, but yeah, not as much as the $500+ I was looking at. So, oh well. Lesson learned. Don't let them older ladies talk you into buying stuff you're not supposed to buy.
Oh, I know Kristen said there's more questions, so.
Yep. Go for it, man. You're getting all kinds of comments, good comments and stuff in the questions, by the way, Chris.
Yeah.
Huh?
There's things like Dustin Starcher says, Chris, you're the man, brother. A couple people that said different things.
I'll have to definitely look at them later because I can't see them right now, so that's why I have 4 pairs of eyes on.
Actually, since we both wear glasses, wouldn't that be like 8 pairs of eyes?
Yeah.
Hey, Bill Stoner's in the house. That he won't be actually in front of his computer though for a little while. Golden Finger Picker wants to know where is Roxy. He locked her away in the bedroom. Alberto S says, hello everyone. What's up, Alberto? Golden, did you hear the what made you start the National Advice Group?
Actually, I was about to say that.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go.
Sorry. It's alright.
I started about 11 months ago. I think that's what if I remember right. I was in different groups. Some that were shot that Cool Toad was in, and I just didn't like some of the way they were treating the new sellers. It's like every time a new seller asks the same question, oh, well, just look here, instead of just being polite and answering it, because you never know how often somebody, if they don't know, they may be new to Facebook, they may not know where to go in groups to look for what was already said. So I wanted something that everybody can go to. Hence, it's kind of like a newbie group as well. Now, I'm kind of surprised by within this 11 months got over 800 members. And yes, I'll admit, well, he jumped from 30 something to almost 500 in 1 month, thanks to Mr. Chad Golden Finger Picker. So I'm gonna give him his due when that he deserves. It's something that I wanted to try, and I asked Sean if he was going to be an admin for it. And we had people come in, and then I'm like, Sean, we gotta get this going again. It's dying. And as soon as I said that, the floodgates opened.
We also brought in the Golden Finger Picker too. So.
Well, as I said that.
A lot.
I gave him.
Wow.
You didn't
I was paying attention there. Yeah. Way to go. I'm gonna go have a beer now, apparently.
No, you were sitting there typing something. That's what you were doing.
Oh, yeah. Jessica B says, "Hi, Cool Toes. Glad to see you again." Because my camera's actually working. So.
That's why I was making sure it was going to work for us today, so that way.
Yeah.
If it didn't work, I knew who I was going to ask for a backup, and he's already in our comments, Mr. Golden Finger.
Golden Finger Picker is an excellent show material, by the way. Well, he's an excellent show material, man. I added the by the way.
Thanks, Chad.
Michael Stone's in the house.
Any
John Bradley. John Bradley's cool. I don't think I've ever seen his name around. You said what?
Here's another question. Golden Finger Picker said, I heard you were the walking picker. Is that how you go out and pick?
Yeah, I changed my name to, that's on Google Plus. I added the Welcome Picker. Couldn't change it here on YouTube. And yes, that is the way I mostly go, unless I'm going to certain thrift stores, then I have to take the bus. But when the yard sales are out and I do have the money to go, I'll walk anywhere from 4+ miles out to just see what I can find. If I see anything worth picking up, I'll carry it home, even if I have to carry 5, 6 different bags. So it usually takes me, I'll leave here anywhere from 6:30 to 7:30 in the morning, and I'll be home by 11:30 in the morning at the latest, depending on how much I get.
Good, right there. Going back a little bit to the Facebook groups, Resale Rookie says, "Yeah, I succeeded in Facebook groups. You ask a simple question and they say just Google it. I thought the point of Facebook groups were to help people, not be smart asses."
That's why,
yeah.
Earlier today.
Sorry to change that, but that was a pretty good.
Yeah, well,
thing, so.
To go along with that, somebody made a post in our group about a different kind of suit. I didn't know anything about it, and we have Kevin from the Thrifting Lounge in our group. And instead of sending him over to the Thrifting Lounge for the question, I figured I tagged Kevin. I figured he helped me out with the question on a suit we had. Why not ask the ones that do know if they can help right in the group so everybody can learn at the same time?
Yeah. That would be your name changed on YouTube somehow. So I like that name. Not that you obviously have a choice in it, because I'm going to change it that way anyway, one day, somehow. I'm going to hack your account.
Well, I was going to also say that that's part of, I admit, I don't have all the knowledge, but yet you can see me in all the different groups answering questions to the best of my ability. And that's what I wanted to do this for, because there's some newbies, or new people, however you want to call them, that are watching the live shows that may see all the big names on the shows and be afraid to ask the simple questions. Because they don't want to get ridiculed into shame or whatever. So I'm trying to have somewhere else for them to go and say, okay, I know he's somewhat new, but he knows somewhat of what he's talking about, so I'll ask him the questions. And if I don't know, I'll send it to somebody I know that does know.
Yeah. Golden Finger Picker wanted to make sure too that because he did the work and everything too, but he didn't want to take the credit as far as building the National Research Advice, and that's kind of the way I might have portrayed it. I just meant that having him in there as well and just talking about it, and then you out there too talking about it, it all just kind of came together and everybody heard about it. So yeah, that's kind of how I meant it.
As I said, I give him credit for it because the day after he got on into the group, me and you were sitting there saying, okay, we have 20 more people to add today.
They were there to see my orange hair too, so I never have it on in the group though. That was horrible. Oh, the New York Hustle, who's a pretty awesome dude by the way, says walking for garage sales is hardcore, which is true. And then I added with a limp too because I don't know if you mentioned it, but because of the medical issues and things, you have a limp too, so that makes you extra tired when there's a problem, feet-wise or leg-wise or whatever, as far as walking alone. I mean, me, I carry like an extra person and a half of my body, so, I mean, I can only imagine limping too would be crazy. So,
well, that's why I
just called myself fat, by the way.
Yeah, I usually...
Yeah, you said it.
Yep. My wife's looking at me funny.
As I usually, when there's yard sales, I'm the one that goes out on the weekends. If Roxy comes with me, it's to the thrift stores. She doesn't go out yard selling that often because of her issues.
Yeah.
The last time she did it, we ended up going to the hospital that night. But that's also part of the day that we got the 26-hour to 150 haul video out.
That was also when you guys had to take buses and all that, and like 100-something degree weather and craziness. Yeah, that.
Yeah, so. Man. But I will admit, she got stuff that I passed up on. That TI-83 calculator that I had up. From the haul, I sold it for $33 and change over on Bonanza. Yet nobody on eBay bid at it for $19.99. So I'm not complaining.
Thrifty Lounge, Kevin is in the house. What's up, brother? Thanks for joining. Rick and Profit is in the house. See? Well, then, man, wow. You're popular.
Rich, you're famous.
Rick Profit. Yeah. Jessica B, love the orange hair. Helps me remember you. That's the whole point of it. Thanks. Golden Finger Picker has the oh yeah. Where was who said that? Oh, Thrifty Lounge. Where's Florida Picking Queen? She's on next week's show. This week's show is just introduction and me trying to not talk so much. But
I'm glad you're talking because if I can't come up with my own ideas, it's like I need somebody to back me up.
Yeah, I told you, just say practice, dude. Practice and a smart ass attitude like me. But Florida.
I hope to have it more organized next week.
Golden Finger Picker said, question: Can you say? Oh, you say what your issues are? Maybe there are others out there who have the same and that can learn from you. But you kind of mentioned a little bit, but I don't know how deep you want to get into it or not. He also said it's picker love.
I was born with mild cerebral palsy. The doctors told my parents I would not walk, talk, or use my arms. So,
I didn't know it was that much. Wow.
No, that's what. So, for everybody that says that people can't, I've had people even tell me, don't try getting a job, don't go for your driver's license. Just so it's like, I had and my parents passed away when I was 18. Actually, I should say 17. So I basically was on my own since I was 18 until I got married. So I had to figure out what I was going to do. I tried going to college. I tried doing all the normal things, and it wasn't for me. And then I loved going to garage sales and flea markets ever since I was a kid. One of the first things I picked up, like I was 6 or 7 years old, I had a $2. I went over and picked up a Poison cassette. Look what the cat dragged in.
Yeah, baby. That's awesome.
I never even heard of it before. I just like, this looks interesting. I want to buy it. And I got hooked on them since.
Yeah.
So.
Now I got the song in my head. Thanks. So I'll be sitting here dancing. Because trust me, you don't want to hear me sing.
Well, I could have done one of the other songs.
Mr. Sadie123, how's it going? He says, good evening, Bubbas and Bubbettes. Is that
yeah, maybe you can ask questions for Kristen and Sean, too.
Oh, hey, this is a good time to announce. I have a kind of a half announcement sort of thingy. I decided.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I don't know. I think he froze. Somebody doesn't want me to give that announcement out.
Damn.
Yep, he left the group again, the chat again.
Alright. Well, let's see what else we got here in the comments.
I appreciate everybody coming to watch. Especially all 18 viewers that I see anyway.
Chris, you want another question?
Sure.
Okay. Mr. Sadie123 asks, where are you located?
I'm in southern Colorado, about 2 hours south of Denver. And a half hour from Colorado Springs. And no, I will not walk that
far. Rake Prophet says, you're doing great, Chris. Glad to have you live.
Thanks to have you here, Raken. I will be getting a hold of you, Raken, in the future, of possibly doing a hangout on a couple of topics with you and maybe drifting around on the same day, if I can work it out. If you're up to it.
Golden Finger Picker said, wow, you are an example to all of us about doing what it takes. We're all rooting for you.
Thanks. I used to watch and read the comments for years before I actually got the nerve to do this. I've learned from BH. I've learned from other people I don't want to name right now because of issues that were in the past. Not with me, but just to avoid any conflict. I've learned from Juan. I've learned from even Stoner at certain things to pick up. He helped me back when I had a leather jacket I picked up. And it went for somebody tried to tell me, you got it too high, too high. It finally sold for $65 back in November. So I do appreciate everybody's support, and I hope there's more questions for it.
Rake Prophet says, hi, Sean, welcome back.
Hello.
Chris, Rake Prophet said that it sounds good, let's set it up.
Alright, I'll get a hold of him.
Dude, what, coming on the show?
Yeah.
When we have a certain topic that it relates to him and Christian Lounge, I was thinking about having them both on at the same time.
Same time? You know what that's going to happen?
Yeah, Kev's got part of that.
Those two dudes can talk. You ain't gonna have a show. Well, it's gonna be the evidence show. And I mean that with love, but particular love, but yeah.
Hey, if I want to have a good following and everything else, I got to bring the good gurus on as well.
Yeah, true.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, Golden Finger Picker says, "Hell, I can't even get Rakin on my show, and you're snagging him already."
Yeah.
Well,
There
he's
you go.
following me. I'm glad I did the right shout out for his program, and he thanked me, and then he followed me. So I'm glad I even have him, and maybe some of his 11,000 followers might pop over here that make me brand new that want to learn something.
Yeah, sorry, Bill. I wasn't going to tell you the key to making money. If I knew that, I'd be saving that for myself. What else you got?
Resale Rookie has a question. He says, "Do you prefer buy it now, best offer listings on eBay, or auctions? Which works best for you?"
Google it.
I personally have to because I've only getting the 100 freebies a month type of thing right now because I don't have a store. I can't afford it even though, so because of what I've explained earlier. But I do auctions for what has to be auctioned, except for certain clothing. I've put on buy it now with best offers. Other things I'm just doing straight out buy it nows. It depends on what the item actually is. And if I have to keep relisting it, as long as it's under the freebie, I'm not complaining too much. Well, there's some days I go to relist and all of a sudden they want 30 cents. I'm like, okay, wait, what's going on? Oh, yeah, I get rid of that. Because yes, I can afford it to an extent, but if I don't make certain sales, like right now, I know I own about almost $8 in fees on the most recent sales. So I'm not gonna complain. I guess gotta get, like I said, gotta get more stuff up myself. Cause I know that saying is true. The more you add, the more you sell. There's times I've had, sure I can testify to this. I told him I was listing things on Amazon, Facebook, and eBay all within the same time frame in the week. And I'm telling him, okay, this sold, this sold, this sold, in all different areas. And he's like, you're killing it, you're killing it. And then I stopped listing.
That's true. He's not lying there.
I actually prefer buy it nows. I was doing buy it nows with best offer, but I kept getting so many lowball offers that I just decided to go with buy it now and put most of my store on sale.
It's going to be a repeat of what everybody says, but you can always do the whole, decline certain amount offers and all that stuff. But do you just not? Because I personally don't like to do that. But I mean, is that why you don't, or is it just?
I just got tired. I would get like 5 or 6 in one day, super low, like not anywhere near what I was asking. And I'm like,
that was me.
And
no, it wasn't really me. Gotcha.
It was you?
Yeah, no.
No, but that seems to happen. That seems to happen a lot. But I'm actually okay with waiting for the price that I want.
I actually haven't had any low offers yet, so I think I've had a couple that were fair, and I still countered because I was looking for a certain price, and I just said, this is the best I can do with, don't forget this is, when I had free shipping, I said this is including free shipping. And I never got a return, so I'm like, maybe they didn't want it that bad.
Yeah.
You're not the
me
only
personally,
one.
I like the buy it now, best offer 30-day auction. And then it's a higher priced item. I do set up even though I don't like it, I do set up the accept offers of at least a certain amount.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I've been charging shipping a lot more lately. It seems to be okay. have to admit,
Yeah, well,
Goldfinger Picker is right.
I was gonna. It's okay. I was gonna say, I know Golden Finger Picker's probably gonna cringe, but I usually do the free shipping and add the shipping into the price.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
By the way, he'll say, "Why are you hearing that? That's not what I said." I keep talking about that too. I'm like, you're gonna hate this, but I offer free shipping.
I do a little bit of both. I tried adding the price in, and I've changed things around. If you follow my store, like I know Sean does, he can tell you how many times I've changed my price on certain items. On certain mugs I have, I've changed things from shipping to free shipping to lowest I would take for my bid, and I'm not getting any bites. Even at $3.99 for certain mugs, it's like, okay. I do
Trigger
have
Goblin says, "What is this eBay I keep hearing people talk about?"
He's being sarcastic.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Mr. FBA all the way.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't get more hits, Chris, than you do. It's beyond me. I don't know why you don't at least get more views.
Me?
But
no, me.
no, Chris.
Oh.
You Miss Ellen more than I have been lately. But then again, I haven't been listening the last 4 or 5 days, so that could be part of it.
I was going to say, I think it has something to do with that I've been listing like at least 5 items every day for like the last week.
Well, I shouldn't say I should say the wife actually listed the latest couple of things, and we're waiting on listing the suits that we have.
You need to get those up, man.
I know. Well, that's part of what I'm saying. We want to make sure we get the right information and the right price before we try just throwing it up. We don't want to be. That's one of the things I'm trying to tell the new people that are going to be watching that don't get it from everybody else. Don't just throw something up. Do the research. Make sure you're getting the fair price. Right, the one question that we asked in our group, Kevin, we came back and said $49.99 plus shipping. We were actually, she was actually thinking of doing it at $39.99. I told her, nope, Kevin said higher.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, higher, dude. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I want to use everybody I know, or as much as I can get for information, just like everybody else should.
Yeah.
Use the people that are not necessarily smarter than you, but have more experience than you.
Of course, I say that I have a pretty badass laser sitting on my bedroom door, not listed. So, yeah.
I'm going to be sending a jacket to Golden Finger and for Pick and Clean. We made an agreement that we're just going to send them to her because it needs the lining inside actually needs sewing, and since they like to fix things, we said we'll send it to them. They can fix it up, and if they want to resell it, it's on them. That way they can get their part. So we know we can't sew, so we didn't realize the inside was wrong until we actually went for pictures. So.
Cool. There's a cool question. Resell Rookie. One of the questions for all 3 of us. Do any of us do international shipping on eBay? And if so, do you do worldwide or do you pick certain countries? And which ones do you avoid?
I'll let Kristen start.
Well, mine's going to be short and to the point. Actually, I've never sent anything international. I thought about doing it, but I've never actually done it. And everybody keeps telling me, they're like, you should do that, you know. But I've heard so many horror stories about shipping internationally that I'm not absolutely sure what I'm going to do.
Me, I'm opened up to the world now. I do worldwide. I really don't want to ship to like Brazil or the Russian Federation. I prefer not to. But I've really never had any major issues, not even to like Mexico, I've shipped. I mean, everything I've shipped to Germany, awesome, perfect. Um, Australia, video games and stuff like that, dude, open it up to that at least. I mean, Australia is. There was a time when I could not keep any video games in stock. Um, they were all going to Australia. Not so much anymore. That was last year, but yeah, it was awesome. I'm a big supporter of it. However, I did start when I first started. I did only open up to certain areas. Like I kind of tried to stay, of course, Canada, Australia, and I kind of tried to stay as this is gonna sound so I don't know, racist, but I tried to stay in like Eastern European, white areas. That is horrible, and I'm not meaning that to be racist, but it sounds like it. But in my opinion, it was based on the options. Like Africa, there's a lot of people looking to or trying to get stuff. Or Brazil, there's a lot of bad stories you hear from there. Wow, I gotta shut up now. So go on. That was horrible. I just got rid of here. I'm sorry.
I got some stuff testing with international, but I don't have everything with international. I have it on certain clothing and one plate that I have up. And the reason I have it on the plate is because it's a Mazeltov Japanese plate. So I have.
That was a really cool plate, man. By the way.
It sold once, but the person didn't pay me, so I had to do an UPI on them. And I only have it. I had it for $9.99 starting bid, and now that's when I actually moved up to buy it now. I forget what my price is, but I put Japan on it. I put Great Britain. I put Australia. So I'm testing it. But I'm only testing it with certain items. I'm not doing it with everything I'm listing yet. So I don't want it.
That was kind of my whole point before I totally zed off of what I actually believed in. But as far as personalized, is get your feet wet. That was my point of the idea. To me, was in my point of view, was easier to communicate with some of them, and like some of them. Like Japan, I've sold a lot to Japan, really. But some of the people, when they're saying, they're it's hard to quite understand what they're meaning because they don't have what is the word I'm looking for? What they're trying to type and what they're saying. I don't catch it away. It could just be me. Who knows? But so I end up sending them back. Are you kidding me? Sorry. I ended up sending them back and frustrating the buyer with something that they didn't even ask is what I'm trying to say. It's just confusing for me sometimes, I guess, in other areas where somebody from Canada is going to be like, dude, I thought you said this was large. Okay, I understand that now. I can deal with it. But, somebody from Japan might not quite say the right words. Oh, man, here I go again. You know what?
You mean like translation?
I don't know. Translation? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. That's kind of where I was going with that. So you get your feet wet, and you kind of learn, and you know where to go. And actually, Let's Go Picking kind of said too. He goes, 99% of the problems that people talk about are BS, and it's kind of true in a way because all you ever hear are the negatives. You don't really hear of the positives.
You don't hear good ones, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, me, I'd ship any day to Canada and Australia, no problem. And even when they're the one or two problems I did have, they were cool. They were just like, dude, you messed up. Okay, cool, sorry. Here's your money back, or whatever happened.
Yeah.
But and sadly, I know exactly what I mean. I hope everybody else does too now. Wow. You can have your show back again, Chris. Sorry.
You answered the question. The 16 answer all short and sweet like Kristen did. That's okay.
Started sounding like picking profits with some of his explanations. I love the guy, and I said it before, man, but sometimes I'm like, dude, just get to the answer, man. But he's cool. But he wants to make sure you know what you know. He wants to make sure you got the answer. But yeah, it's just my impatience.
And the
Bill
other question.
Stoner says, turns out I had a distant uncle never heard of pass away in Nigeria. You know?
Oh, jeez.
Everybody has relatives in Nigeria. And princes and kings and all that. Golden finger pickers. Chris is a badass. Go, bro. Get your game on. Get your video on.
Hey, Chad, I'm doing better than actual videos. I'm actually live.
That's true, huh? And Michael Stone at 12 sales. Was that today, man? What is it? Let me read it. Sales have been down for me. This is Michael Stone. Sales have been down for me all month. I haven't had 5 sales sell all month. Today I had 12. I had 3 items sell while watching this show. Dude, there it is. You just brought luck to people.
You're making people money.
No, I wonder if I'm making money now.
Congratulations, by the way. Usually it sells when I have my show, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Lately, anyway.
Last time when they were having the show and they brought up Bonanza. That's when I decided, okay, I'm gonna go check my Bonanza. That's for the heck of it. And that's when I found out I had the sale of the calculator. So I was like, thanks everybody.
Golden Finger Picker, tell us about books. Who are you talking to? There are no booksellers here. I've sold books, but I don't know what I was selling.
I don't know really
well,
that much.
It goes to that much. Have fun. Yeah.
I don't know anything about books even, so that's probably why one of the years I'm gonna need somebody that knows what they're talking about. I don't know who,
Speaking of, this book here, can you see it? Okay. It's a graphic novel, or what is it called? Gosh, dang it. Illustrated edition of the fantasy classic of The Hobbit. I thought, ooh, $1, looks cool. Yeah, no, don't buy that book.
I guess it's not worth anything.
You're lucky to get $4.99.
Damn.
Dang, something's going on.
Where'd you go again?
Yep. He did it right before we started the show.
Let's see. Golden Finger Picker says he has 20 live viewers on the first show, and we only started with 0 to 5. Awesome.
Well, thanks, Chad. You're the one that promoted the show for me when I asked you nicely. So I'll give credit where it's due. I didn't really plug it much since Wednesday when I had to go. I didn't get to say anything Friday, so I asked Chad if he'd be able to do it near the end of his show just to see if I can get it out. And he was nice enough to say sure and asked me what the name was, and here we are.
Nobody talk.
Golden Finger Picker also says, get picking profits for a guest.
Thank you. That'd be fun.
Well, I'll have to wait till we get to that topic. I'm not going to just jump around asking everybody. That's why I want to wait until I have them ready for certain topics. I've got an idea of where I want to start. Like I said, next week it's going to be what I'm calling rescuing.
Shoot, he's rescuing books to sell. There you go.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. There's for the people that are new, I want them to sit there and say, okay, well, this is where we get it. This is different places you can go. Not just certain items yet. I want that's.
And besides, even though it's your show, and I can attest to this, it doesn't matter what you want; it's what the viewers want. So just throwing it out there.
Well, no, I would say that's true too, because if you think about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sean. What I was going to say was, if you think about it, on TV, shows get canceled because people don't want to watch them.
Mm. See, then I can tell him to his face, dude, get to the answer, man. I'm gonna have to contact him and be like, dude, I'm just being a smartass. I'm not purposely being mean, dude. If it offended you, I'm sorry. Don't.
I mean, what I mean is, I wanted to do the rescuing. I would start that next week, and then from next week on, if somebody had a certain topic they wanted that could relate to the R, we can go from there. This is supposed to be the intro for all of us, and then
Yeah,
do it that way. Start with one topic tomorrow, next week, and then from there see what the viewers want to see. But just for the
yeah,
second week
definitely.
broadcast, that's part of why I wanted Kim on the show. She has that,
Yeah,
like I said earlier, so. And the chat doesn't.
yeah. I was joking. What did I say it on the show? Oh yeah, I did. Never mind. I was gonna say because yeah, it's without golden finger picture.
Oh, Sean, what was that announcement you were going to make before you disappeared?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Because before I've said a couple times that I've always like, oh, I'm the poster child of do as I say, not as I do. The announcement is I don't want to be that way anymore, so I'm going to be changing and being more do as I say I do. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you can try showing
Yeah.
people the
It
right
wasn't
way
a
to do
big
it.
announcement. It wasn't exciting. It's more for me, but yeah.
Well, is that
That
part
way
of,
I don't. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, is that part of what your little post was on Facebook that you said
Oh
changing something?
yes, yeah, that's one of them. But I always, because part of it is like, I kind of see myself because I joke around and be stupid because humor is my wall, and I don't. I sometimes not do that. Let's see. Change the subject.
Here's a question. Mr. Sadie123 says, if you're going to pay someone to list for you, how much would you pay them, and would you do hourly or per item?
Don't go to Odesk, by the way. That's my input. Go for it. How about you,
I
Chris?
personally would, it would depend on how much they know already, how much I'd have to teach them what to do, and it also depends on how much I'm getting on these items. If I'm only going to be listing a $10 to $20 item, and I gotta give them a certain amount of it, it's gonna make it harder for me to make a profit. So it's depending on how high you want to go for a profit, and if they have knowledge in that how to do the stuff, then you have to show them what you expect already. Like if they've already had an eBay store and they just decided, I like the listing part, but I don't want to go out and get stuff. Okay, then figure out how to work it out that way. I've tried having.
Yeah. Sorry.
I was gonna say I tried starting having partners, and they didn't want to learn from me. They just decided to go out and do what they wanted to do. And I said, okay, goodbye.
Well, you're not supposed to beat them, Ernie. That's probably the key. I mean, no, just kidding. Alberto has exactly where I was going to go with that. My Snellville blog on YouTube, which dude, go sub to her. I don't care what anyways. Go sub to her. She's freaking awesome. She's a great person too. I mean, the stuff that dude, you should see her artwork. I mean, come on. But anyway, point is, she was kind of involved a lot looking at Odesk and maybe hiring somebody to list for me. And I contacted 3 different people. 2 of them just wasn't going to work out. Another guy was really weird. So you never know what you're going to get on there. But let me make sure I'm still connected. Anyway, she had a really good idea, exactly what Alberto was saying. $1 an item. And I think it was somebody else or her that mentioned something about like a percentage if it sells. But I thought, I mean, we can always list. If we sat down and had everything ready, we could easily list 10 to 20 items an hour with no problem. I mean, I know when I take a lot of pictures and I sit down and actually list, which I did last week, I mean, I listed 47 items in 2 days. So, I mean, that's a good incentive for somebody who wants to sit down or can sit down and list, You get 10 items an hour, maybe plus a commission, To me, that would be worth it. However, it's pretty boring. So. That's how much I would charge. I don't know. How about you, Kristen?
I actually have never considered doing that. I actually like, I guess, for lack of a better term, I'm a control freak, and I want to do all my stuff myself. So I don't think I would hire somebody.
Cool. Man, I can't even.
I mean, if I needed help, I've got my my fiance. He's always asking me, "Do you need help? Do you need help?" And I'm like, "No, I'm fine. I can do it myself."
But he still does some of it. He still helps a little bit, like the cleaning and stuff like that. You say?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. He found the stuff for me to sell. I'm like, ooh.
Well, that's the easy part. See, that's the part you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Well, I told him to because he was when I sold that silverware set this morning. I mean, this evening. He said, "How much of a cut do I get of it?" And I'm like, $1.
Nice. I knew I liked him. There you go.
Well, like I was saying about the person I tried becoming a partner with, it wasn't necessarily for eBay itself. I was actually wanting to get into the storage auctions because I also worked from Glendon. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna at least try. And I found somebody that brought me to a couple, and then I was like, he didn't want to be partners, so I was like, okay, well, I put an ad up on Craigslist, so I had a guy show up. We went to 2 auctions. I'm like, let's just sit back and watch. Let's not bid. I want this. Part of what you got to do is learn how everybody else acts and who's the real players and whatnot. And that's it. But he said, "Well, have you done this before?" And as soon as I said no, like, all right, then I said I've learned, but I haven't physically done it yet. It's when it went, okay, well, he kind of like moved me off. He went off and started bidding on like one auction, and when they had like 3 things in the storage, and he paid up to $30 on it, and I'm like,
wow.
You're not gonna get our money back out of that, even though he was the one that was putting the money. What I was looking for was somebody that had the money to go to the auctions and then I was gonna try doing the selling at the flea market, eBay. I was gonna be the one that tried doing all the channels to the best of my ability. And then we went to another one, and he found all these cards. It's like the first one we actually went to. We found all these different sports cards and stuff in it. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I can sell those on eBay. I have experience selling those cards on eBay. It's like, he moved me off again. So I finally left his house and shut his slider. Went out into his yard. He was in the next town over, so it's like, even if I wanted to walk home, I couldn't. He finally came out and said, well, I just met you. I don't trust. I got to build up to trust. I'm like, so do I. I just met you. I'm at your house. So to tell me trust me,
exactly, yeah.
We're supposed to be partners on.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I have experience selling those type of items online. So he finally said, well, then just take this 1 box of cards. And a week before I could even get them started doing the research, he came back to the flea market the next weekend and said, I got somebody that's going to buy all the cards for $80. Give me the box. So he finally said, after the second week at the flea market, he goes, I can't handle this. I don't want to be, you guys keep everything that's in the booth and all the money, and we'll separate from there. Luckily, I was able. We were paying $30 for the weekend from Friday to Saturday and Sunday, so we were basically paying for Saturday and Sunday. We got Friday free, and we were averaging anywhere from $60 to $120 a weekend, depending on what we actually had out. So it's not like I wasn't okay, but then meaning the place that had the flea market, he said, oh, we're not going to have the flea market anymore. Everybody's got to get out by this certain day. So we moved from one place to another. And that only lasted about a month and a half. And they're like, well, you guys aren't, they're not drawing in traffic. I'm like, you guys haven't said you're open yet. You haven't let us say, come here. So we ended up spending what was worth of our profits that we've had to bring everything back to my house. So that's another thing that somebody says news gonna have to look out for, that they don't get too much stuff that they're overwhelmed.
Yeah. Yeah. Golden finger picker, good way of saying it. So my thought with, sorry to kind of go back a little bit, but with hiring somebody was to just get things listed, because that was my biggest fail, and I was kind of willing to pay for it in order to get the things up and listed. But he would say, here's golden finger pickers, and only consider hiring someone. Only consider hiring someone if you're doing as much as you can and still not getting it done and you're still successful, which is completely the way to go, instead of thinking a little bit selfishly, I guess, in a way, how I was thinking. But yeah, that was really cool. What's your guys' listing schedule? Do you have a set way of listing items, one at a time or in a group? Golden finger picker asked this question.
I do it, well, we do it one at a time, because we don't always know what we're going to, we try getting all the pictures at once of certain things, and then we do all the research that we can do, and then we start listing stuff. Like I said, she listed the last 3 things, but when the times that she gets all the information, if it's written just right for me, and Sean, you can attest to this, 'cause I've shown you, I've gotten 5 things up within 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the information was there, all the pictures were there. So that's why when I tell people I do what I can with what we have, because of her issues that I'm not going into.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, there a little bit. Sorry to interrupt you. There's also, I mean, because of like your medical issues, you can't do the cameras because of having that little bit of shake or whatever. And even on a tripod, the camera shakes just enough in order to make the pictures blurry. So that kind of throws, if she's, sleeping, which everybody tends to do. I don't know why you want to, but no. But, if she's sleeping and you're all of a sudden, dude, I want a list, you really can't do much if you don't have the pictures. So, that kind of throws out that,
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Yeah. Because, I mean, how many times have I asked you, and because I forget or whatever, I'm like, well, just use a tripod. You're like, I can't. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
but I mean,
well, I tried. The other night we tried, like, the motorcycle that I put up, that you saw me put up. She actually had me sit there and try using the camera to do it, and it's like, I couldn't get shit. Well, just keep trying. Eventually, I'm gonna go back and try. But when I do it, I want her to be there in case I'm doing it wrong. She can at least say, okay, let me take over. But that's one thing that I'm not gonna give up trying. But I want to make sure we're both up and both awake and.
Yeah, true. Being up and awake is a whole different. Yeah, been there. Gotta be awake too. How about you, Kristen? Do you have like a schedule? Of course, we're friends on Facebook, so I see like every 5 minutes you get something going up. Oh, see how you are, man. No. Oh, is it listed? You have like a schedule on when you list, or?
I don't really have a schedule, but like if I have items sitting around that haven't been listed, I tend to want to get them listed as soon as possible, so that I might make a sale. I don't like to just leave things sitting all over the place.
Good way to think about it. Might list in case I want to make a sale. Eh? Who knows?
Yeah. Well, somebody said, a wise person said a long time ago, if it's sitting around and you haven't listed it, you're not going to make any money.
Funny how you go back to that simple you know, terms and thoughts. We make everything so complicated. At least I do. But yeah.
I guess I just think simple. I don't.
Yeah. You are in the South. I mean, that's not an insult, but it's a simple
Well, I'm
life
not.
down there. And you just
But I'm
back.
not original.
Then-
I'm not originally from the South, though.
True. That's true. You're from a crazy part of the country, but yeah. No.
Oh, thanks.
Totally being an ass.
Well, I'm
But,
originally from the East Coast, so the Northeast.
Yeah. No, I'm
He's right next. He's right next to you, where you're from. Sort of, I guess.
Sort
I
of.
don't know. I'm stuck in my California crappy state. But anyway, getting back on subject. I list when I have pictures, which isn't very often, which is going to be changing soon. But lately, when I do, I take a lot of pictures of everything I have, so that way, like at night, I know I can just have a few things I can list, you know, because I use a lot of the natural light, and because I don't really have a setup for pictures, which I should. But yeah, so it kind of goes with that. But I don't have a schedule, which again I should.
I should say to let the viewers know we're not going to be going over another 43 more minutes. I wanted to keep this show at least an hour and a half to 2 hours long, since I know everybody has packages that they're going to have to pack up and get ready to ship out Monday, or at least most of you do, compared to me. So, any other
Because I didn't list, so I don't get sales.
Well, okay, that's what I can say. If there's any more questions or comments, get them in now.
Hey, Let's Go Picking says, did I say he's on Cool Totes on my show? Anyway, he's on my show, if you don't know. But he says you're not going to score if you don't swing the bat. See, there's that simple, you know, dumb moment. You know, it's like, oh yeah, huh? You know, makes sense. But Bill Stoner says you want. Obviously, this is in a response to somebody, but anyway, what I was going to bring up is because it's really cool. It's another idea to get product and stuff. He says you want to be successful at storage auctions, only bid on the profit you can see that you can make. Don't get caught up in the bidding, and don't be afraid to walk away. Super, super, super spot on with that. I mean, I've only bought like 10 storage sheds in my life. And a couple of them, I did exactly the opposite of that. I thought, oh, there's got to be something good in it. No. I bought one that cost me, I think it was like $150 just to get rid of. I had to go take all that crap to the dumps and stuff. That's how bad it was. And yeah. So yeah, definitely want to, you know, storage auctions are fun though. Yeah, but you do get caught up into it a little bit. Let's do a video on that. That's pretty fun.
I was at one, and a friend of mine from the flea market showed up, and I told him I had a certain limit that I was going to bid up on because I saw children Nike Air Jordans, a standing fan that oscillates, and some of that. And I knew, okay, the oscillate fan can get at least 10. Shoes could probably get at least 20. How we cleaned them up and stuff. So I was only going to bid up to $20. So when I hit my $20 mark, somebody else went over, and the guy looks at me and goes, "Why do I keep going?" I'm like, "I already hit my limit." He just laughed. I'm like, "You're not going to get me." I think he's trying to goad me into spending more money than I had.
Yeah, exactly what he's doing. This is one of the funniest things ever is to watch one of those auctions run up some newbie that's got a loud mouth and drop, you know, a $30 locker on him for like $250. Because that successful, great, you know, storage locker guy, because just like successful, not all of them are great, can afford to make that, you know, oh damn, I got stuck with trying to, you know, run somebody else up. Where some newbie coming in there shooting off his mouth, like some badass, excuse my language, but you know, maybe he's not going to be coming back because now he's stuck with crap. So, you know, it's really funny to see once you go to enough of them. And like the guy who was kind of teaching me a little bit about it, he said he was saying go to 10 auctions Don't bid, don't buy, don't nothing. Just watch, see what's going on. Of course, ask questions, but just get an idea, get a feel, get a sense of and watch the big guys. Watch what they're looking for, watch what they're looking at. And you'll see sometimes you'll see them walk away from something that's probably going to sell for $100. Say like, I don't know, shoot, say like a car engine or something, it's going to sell for thousands, but that particular guy doesn't have a place to put it, or doesn't have, for whatever reason that day, the manpower to move it or something. So he's got to walk away from that, and he has to have that discipline. And that's one of the ways you're going to learn is by seeing. Unfortunately,
that's one of the
doing.
things I learned. Oh, sorry, Sean.
No, I was just.
That's one of the things that I learned from Glendon. He said go to at least 50 before you start buying.
There you go. Yeah, same idea. Yeah, definitely. I mean, even better. Go to a ton, unless you just see one that for some reason just blows you away. And I know, don't even.
Or something you already know you can get.
You don't want to use storage auctions. I'll tell you, is messy, dirty, hard, sweaty, disgusting, but extremely fun work. And a lot of places, a few places around me, they'll give you an extra day or two sometimes, if you're good, if you're a nice person. But generally speaking, you get that day to get it out. So if you're not prepared, you can, they'll charge you for that stuff. So, and some of those lockers are not cheap.
Well, see, that's part of what I said. I've done basically everything backwards. I started trying to go to the storage auctions once I got here. Instead of trying to go to the yard sales, do the certain things until I get enough money coming in to go to the thrift stores and all of that.
Yeah. And I actually saw a guy who was there. He only had a Toyota Celica. That was it. No trucks. I'm like, dude, you need a truck. Come on. If you're gonna buy a big storage locker, you're not gonna pay one of these other big wigs, a little money. That's not worth their time. And he's like, yeah, I will. That was a conversation we had. I'm like, you're not gonna be able to get one of these guys to do anything. You're brand new. They don't want to deal with you. They don't deal with me. And at that time, I had been going for almost 6 months. I'm not to their level. I'm not, they're nice. I'm not saying they were bad people. It's just there's a pecking order, basically. They're gonna talk with all the other big wigs, and the other lobies are gonna talk with the lobies. It's just the way it is. And then of course you get depends on what kind of person you are. But
what's on your mind, Christian?
Wait. Sorry. Bill Stoner says right here, don't ever let me hear you bragging about how much cash you have in your pocket. I will make you spend it all. Exactly. Right there. And Bill Stoner's a big auction guy. Exactly the whole point right there. Okay, you may talk now, Kristen. I'll give you permission.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't need your permission to talk, but I don't want to talk over you.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Talk to the hand.
Go for it. Wow.
No, that's not yet. That's why it's better the wording.
Golden Finger Picker said, by the way, Miss Cool Finds and Cool Toes, you're a great asset to the show also.
Oh, sure. She got one out. Mm-hmm. She's got to brag about herself. No. Yep, you're the asset, I'm the ass. So.
Okay, whatever you say.
Right? Oh, man.
Oh, Lord.
Who else? Alright, somebody else asked that something good. Come on, where's the questions? I think there's still like 5 people watching. Actually, there's 16 watching. But yeah. Hey, Counting Guy, what's up, man? How's it going? He says, evening, guys. I love buying from storage buyers. They're usually in a hurry to move the inventory, which they are. Because that's part of the game. You got to move that stuff. Golden finger picker. I don't talk to anyone. I know what he means, but it's kind of funny. Hearing Mark said it's all about a turf war. You go on people's turf, they will eat you. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Very, very true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like they can get that into the yard sales too. Sounds like this is my neighborhood.
Sean.
Yeah.
Golden Finger Picker just said, Cool Toads just got bitch slapped.
Pretty much. I get bitch slapped so much though that I'm used to it, so it's almost enjoyable nowadays. Dude, I have a story. Can I tell a story?
Sure.
Okay. It was a dark and stormy. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't. But I was at a community yard sale, and there's this one guy that I've seen the last couple of years. And once you go to enough yard sales and thrift stores, and naturally, I mean, everybody knows you run into some of the same people. And there's been like 2 or 3 people that I kind of talk to, or here and there in passing, and they'll see you on the street or whatever as you're going to different sales, and like, hey, how's it going today? Blah blah blah. Anyway, there's this one guy who's just a complete jerk. And when I first started hearing about him was 2 years ago, and the people at the yard sale that were hosting the yard sale were talking about him. They're like, man, that guy is such a blank, and he's in here insulting us and blah 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 and all this stuff. Like, dude, what a jerk, in my head. Well, anyway, near the end of the season, I finally saw who he was. But anyway, this last, was it 2 or 3 months ago, I went to a community sale, and knowing who he was, and he was like just behind me as we were hitting the sales, I'm like, man, so I guess it's better that I hit the sale beforehand so he doesn't piss the buyer or the seller off. And suddenly he jumps across the street to go to look at another one. I'm like, damn it, I haven't been there yet. And this other guy that I knew from now and again, he comes across the street and he goes, man, that guy is such a jerk. And of course we're using other words. I'm just cleaning it up for Chris's show. But man to man, you got to act like a man and do all that. Yeah, you're wrong. But anyway, all of a sudden, we hear some lady yelling and screaming. I can't quite understand what she's saying, but here he goes walking fast to his van, the guy that's the jerk guy, and the other guy that was with me starts laughing. He goes, man, I've never seen anybody yelling at him, and he's like running with his tail between his legs, and it was the funniest thing. And the dude like left the whole sale. It was hilarious. Anyway, that was a nice story.
Damn.
But yeah, but to see the karma come back and bite someone in the rear like that, and and then the other guy who was with me had gone up a couple more because he was on the other side of the street. He goes, yep, see, that guy just missed the 24-karat gold ring or whatever it was. I don't know if it was 24, but yeah, and that's what that guy was buying, was a lot of rings and stuff. But so it was just kind of funny, the karma. It was hilarious. I guess you had to be there, but.
So, Golden Finger Picker asked, where are the cool items? You got anything to show?
Oh, yeah. Do I? I don't know if I have a... Oh, yeah, watch. This is cool. I got this for $5 today while I went and got lunch. Here. Right, where did it? Here it is. Coming. Yeah, right there. Do you see it all? It's a store display for a Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I don't know how much it'll go for, but I can take the little Mario parts off and stuff. Now my camera's all messed up. The Mario guys off and stuff like that. If I want to, you know, I'm for $30-40 each. So that'd be kind of cool, kind of fun.
Well, this is something that the wife found. That's why I put up.
Nice.
She put this one. I think that she put up. We put them up with a lot of 2 for. I think she did $20 plus shipping.
Cool. How much you guys pay for them?
I don't even remember where we got them. So, for all I know, she might have gotten them at the last.
That's true. Yeah. They weren't very much.
Sometimes she'll go and get them at the Safeway just to get certain things, and it's like, do we have enough? She'll know more about what's in the budget than I do, and she'll be like, I get this to resell, or she'll call me up. Can you check this? See how this is on Amazon or eBay? Or I'll do the same thing until we got the phone.
Oh yeah.
When we didn't have the phone, I would literally, when we didn't have the smartphone, I would use the regular cell phone that I had. I'd call her up and say, okay, I'm at this yard sale. I have this in my hand. Can you tell me what it's worth? If it's worth buying? And then she'd ask me how much it was and everything else. And then she'd like, so, a lot of times I was picky when I was going to the yard sales. I wouldn't spend. Anyway, when I say $26 for us, that's expensive.
Yeah. Well, that's that one time I was at a bank or something with my wife, and then you guys were texting me and asking how much certain things were up, and I was looking it up and stuff because that was before you had your cell phone, the smartphone, I should say. So that's what it's all about. It's helping people too. Same idea. I just wanted, I don't know. Never mind. What about you, Christy? You got anything cool to show?
Hold on, I have to reach back there and get it.
You need an ADD pill. Or marijuana.
Yeah, when we were cleaning out our closet, I was telling you, Sean, we were cleaning out a closet, and
which is an awesome song by Eminem, by the way.
Haha, funny. We found stuff in there that we didn't even know we had. I found this. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, dang. Heck yeah.
It's a book about the Civil War, but it was made for the commemorative stamps they made back in 1995.
Cool.
And when I opened it up, the stamps were in there too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
Is it a specific part of the war, or like the whole war?
The whole war.
Cool.
Because
that's meaning like, is it? Go for it.
Yeah, basically like different people from the war, because that's who are on the stamps, and then it has an explanation of like each person's life and different artifacts sense. And stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Cool. Might have to go buy that from you. No, not really, because I don't read. I got this. It's a Fat Boy Big Dog shirt, size 4X, which is another part of my life changing because I don't fit 4X anymore. But dang it, $12 off of. I guess that's what's that called? Sniping or whatever off of. Yeah, I didn't use a program though, so I guess it's not sniping. But anyway, it's a perfect shirt. It's pretty awesome, and it's only $12. And if I don't keep it, it should be easy $25. It's only doubling my money, but I didn't pay for shipping. But I mean, it's another option out there for people. A little slower to build up picking fund, but a lot slower actually. But it's out there.
Well, we got about 25 more minutes. I want to thank all 20 plus viewers for their questions. I hope they have more. If not, if we can't get to them tonight, maybe we'll get to them through the comments later. If you aren't subscribed and you like what you're seeing, please subscribe, like, comment, all that. Yeah, you're already commenting, so what's the difference about that? Yeah, but well, you can watch it later. Well, you never know. People might watch it later.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Golden Figure Picker said that he would love to have that book that I have, and he said contact me. Yep. He said contact me, and he said I called it first, Sean.
Oh, rude. You know, you know what I was laughing at? Because Ronnie, who's in the house, by the way, welcome, Ronnie. He says, storage lockers look like too much work. I'm like, yes. Now, see, that was, I did storage work, storage lockers a good 10 years ago now. And yeah, nowadays, I'd be dead. Whew. Yeah, my big butt would be crawling into the truck at the end of the day, and yeah, no, not so good. Did I get kicked out? Nope. Okay, good. I keep thinking that's the hint. Google or Chris is like, dude, shut up. Click.
I'm just trying to figure out what else we can talk about for the last 20 whatever
We'll
minutes.
find something.
Oh yeah, we'll find something to talk
likes.
about.
Come on, man. Hit the like button. As I interrupt you again, sorry.
I'm just hoping that everybody likes what they're getting for content now before we actually get into the actual topics. If there's
Oh,
anything
yeah,
that
I'm
they
sure
want,
they are.
if there's any topics that they want to see after next
Wait,
week,
wait.
you already have the guests lined up for next week.
Topics tonight or topics later?
Topics for, like, they can ask for something now before we leave, but I mean,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
next week we're going to do about rescuing. If they have something that they want to see as a
Yeah.
be percentage, like from my point of view.
Cool.
I don't know how many
I was
viewers
like, man, did I
actually
screw something up again? Justin Sartre says, everyone shoot me their cool picker sayings, and I will get your own special t-shirt made.
I don't have one, so yeah.
We should get some shirts and some hats made.
Mm-hmm. Thought about that. Oh,
So did I.
back in the day had shirts as a picking militia. That was pretty cool.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah.
And
I asked him one time, I don't know if he just didn't see it or he ignored me, but I asked him if he had size 4X back then, and he didn't say nothing. I wanted one.
Oh, geez. Okay, Golden Finger Picker says, question, Chris, how does it feel to be a celebrity?
I'm not a celebrity yet. I don't have over 1,000 YouTube subscribers yet, so I'm not a celebrity.
Well, you're...
So you don't have to have that. You just they know who you are.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I'm saying between Reagan having over 11,000, Drifting Crowd, let's go at 995 subscribers. I'm just starting out.
On his. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Chad with his 1,000. I'm just getting started.
You can't compare yourself. Shoot, I only have 700 and I don't know, probably 8 now. So, you never know. Everybody knows my dumb ass.
When we started today, I looked up.
I said I was going to cuss. Sorry.
34.
Uh,
Last time I looked, I only had 34 subscribers, so that's what I'm saying. I'm just getting started. I'm not expecting it to blow up overnight.
Oh, it will. Trust me.
If
Eddie
Chad had
Rivers
to do
says
it-
storage units are a lot of work, but I found some really good stuff. Just have to, and it jumped. Just have to set a limit based on what you see. Pretty much what Bill Stoner said too. See, that reinforces it. Max profits. Hashtag resales. Welcome. Who are you?
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
Yeah, welcome. But so yeah, we might say y'all are too funny. Like the show. The show's still going on, man. We ain't left yet. Ronnie says hearts pickers. By the way, he says all my subs are my wife's family from the Dominican Republic.
Damn.
And that must be not related to you, Ronnie, because I'm subbed.
And,
Albatross says hats like Toad's Florida State hat is he wearing? Do you know, dude? Come on. This is a Giants hat. I don't like Florida State. Is that what you're talking about? Florida State can kiss a horny toad frog. Wow. I'm gonna shut up now.
But I was gonna say, we are gonna put links to all our channels down, and once it becomes a video, right?
I don't know how to do that, so.
That's up to Chris. Chris has to do that.
Uh,
You just copy and paste into the description itself when you go to edit. We can go over that later. You can do that at any time. Anytime.
Yeah, I mean, you can, when I switch back over to Mozilla to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah, I was just asking because if there's any new people in here that want to subscribe, I want to make it easy for them to find our channels.
Well, you can always put it in the chat too if you want. That way it's there too.
That's usually what I do, but I haven't been at this show.
Well, at least until I learn how to do the way Sean's going to teach me how to do.
I'll show you an easy way too, so you don't have to always like go to each page and all that. You can just go. I use Word, and then I put it all in a Word document, and then I just copy paste the whole thing there. With the people that you know are always going to be there, kind of a thing. You know, like us three.
Like YouTube?
Yeah, it's a lot easier and faster. Because I hate the whole editing and all that part of it, which is why you get what you get on my videos. There's really no editing. The most I'll do is add a little something, but not my dog's going crazy.
Well, I don't edit at all. If I forget something, I make a mistake, that's in there because it's real life. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I showed the blooper for the last one. Where it's like,
yeah, that was pretty funny. And don't get me wrong, nothing against the people that take the time and edit and all that stuff. It's just me, I don't have that. I mean, you see how I talk. I don't have that kind of focus. I'm surprised I even make any money. I never focus on nothing. What else
Any other questions?
Any other questions? Or Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Oh, Resale Rookie said, who's been recognized on the street for their videos?
Oh God, not me.
I know we're close, so. I know people in town that sell on eBay. I tried getting them to help, like, necessarily go with me. They were on the other end of town. They didn't want anything to do with me. Yeah, I played poker with them when I was playing all the time. So if you talk about their business, they didn't want to have me come out and pick with them. It's like, fine.
Go for it.
Okay. Resale Rookie Mr. Sadie 123 and drivers said they all subscribed to Chris.
Cool. See?
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Justin start. Oh, you're welcome, Justin. No problem, man. Hope your daughter enjoys it, and hope your daughter enjoys having you put all that makeup on her. And I want a video, dude, with your hats on and you putting the makeup on her. Dude, that would be like a classic forever picture video right there, dude. That would be so funny. Well, not really hats. I got him and his daughter a thing like mine. I guess it's a hat. Hair like mine, but purple. So, and then my wife was cleaning out a lot of her makeup. So, and he had mentioned one day that he takes his daughter every so often to do her toes and all that stuff. And I was like, well, obviously she's getting into that point where she's gonna want to be putting makeup on and stuff. So, I sent her a bunch of that, and really, really cool artwork.
We're actually staying consistent around 20 viewers.
Cool. Probably gonna sit there and watch what else I say wrong. So I've offended somebody and see Chad, Golden Finger Picker offends the Russians and stuff, and I just go ahead and take on the world, Me Against the World, which is a great song, by the way, by Tupac, Me Against the World or whatever.
Oh, jeez.
You wouldn't believe that I listen to country all the time, huh? Yeah.
Okay, so I think Miss Gary said this, but I'm going to ask you two. What's the most expensive thing you've sold on eBay? Mine was that leather jacket I told you I sold for $65. So far that I can remember.
How much money we made on it, or?
Just, well, not necessarily money. Well, mine would have been $65 total because it was already here when I moved here, so it was free for me.
Okay, so that's what I was wondering. Not that we paid to sell before. But what it was, okay. Go ahead. Ladies first, but that almost sounds like an insult to Chris.
Oh!
It's almost.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so you never know what I'm going to say next.
The most jeez, I can't talk. The most expensive
Spidey
item.
sense.
Yeah. The most expensive item I sold. Let's see. Jeez,
That's
I
the
don't know.
alcohol.
I don't know.
You
If
don't
I
know,
remember-
come on.
What?
You gotta know. I mean, that whole worm farm you sold the other day, I mean,
The
it was
what?
at least 20 or 35 cents. Now that I'm making up something. Making up
Funny.
Worm farm, dude, you're in the South. I mean, come on. There's gotta be a lot of fishermen down there. It's about all you can do down there in the heat. Shoot, sit back on a bank and I think
Well,
I'm
there
gonna move
was-
to the South.
Now I remember. Are you gonna let me talk and you keep interrupting me?
I'm gonna keep interrupting you. Go for it, sorry.
It's just beautiful.
I'll smoke my cigarette.
No, last summer I
So
sold.
yeah, anyway.
Would you stop that?
I will. I'll be a good I'll be a good toad.
Well, unless you want to get bitch slapped again.
Ooh.
Remember, he said he
Twice
liked
in one show, that's never happened before.
Okay.
Okay, so this one time at band camp,
Yes. This one time at band camp, I sold a huge lot of fishing poles. I had like 20, I think. We had a bunch of them that we weren't using, and so we grouped them up and we put them on Craigslist. And I think we got. Oh, I want to say we got about $100 for them. Most of them were.
like 20,
Some of
15
them were
poles, you
brand. What'd you say?
said? Fishing poles, you said?
Yes, fishing poles.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them were brand new and never been used.
Wow. Nice.
But there's only 2 of us. We don't need 20 fishing poles.
Why not? Well, you can use a different pole every day.
Oh, geez. Speaking of what you were talking about the ant farm, Golden Finger Picker says, do they still mail the live ants for the ant farms?
I said worm farm, but yeah. I think they do, actually. I think I've seen that, actually.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Matt Embry says that would give me nightmares, Toad, and I don't know what that. I'm sure that's funny, but I don't remember what that was. What I was talking about when you said that.
I don't know.
I'm sure it's funny.
Sean, Golden Finger Picker's asking you if you're hammered.
Yeah, I told him no, but I want to be. I am my biggest best thing was I pulled out of my dad's barn, my parents' barn, a rack, a 14-point rack, trophy rack of deer horns, and sold for $267. Well, $287 because I charged them shipping, but it's pretty cool. And I learned a lot on how that you could actually, according to what I read, and I'm hoping I'm right, that you could actually have like a 14-point rack that's not trophy, like by the sizes and the measurements and stuff. So it's kind of weird. Kind of cool. Something good to learn.
Any other questions?
Somebody
out
wants
there?
to know. Go for it. Yeah. Hetty Rivers. I am saying that right. Hetty Rivers says, "What does everybody sell on Amazon?" Which, yeah, I have a bunch of books listed right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I sell books. I got a couple of games listed. I got a couple of toys listed. Not that I can sell them come the fourth quarter yet because nobody's buying from me now. But I actually got more listed on Amazon and Bonanza than I do on eBay.
Nice. Yeah. Chad said Sean sold a $100 music box. No, trumps that, Chad. Sorry. But yeah, I did really good on Amazon last year with books and tapes and VHS tapes and some games. And Lord knows why I sold this Hot Wheel that you could have still gotten in the store for 99 cents anytime you walked in for $10. But I sold a couple of those for $10. So
Damn.
yeah,
Well,
crazy.
apparently they didn't have that 99
So I'm gonna
cent
get a
store
little bit
there.
more, but
Well, you know, it surprises
Yeah.
me. Like, there'll be times when I ask prices on items, and I'm like, damn, I'm asking way too much for this, and people will actually pay it.
yeah.
Uh,
Was now the 99-cent store, if you see Hot Wheels and stuff like that, usually are the year or two before, at least.
mhm.
But if they have like older ones, that could be a pretty good store. Depends. So, but this was like a brand new that year. It was the Mars rover thing. So maybe that was 2 years ago. But anyways, the Mars rover. You know, why are you spending $10 on something you can walk into the store and get right now? But yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I just
who
figured
knows?
maybe they were in Serbia or something, or Siberia or whatever.
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere where you can't get anything.
Well, yeah. My questions again aren't loading for another like 5 hours at a time. So if you see anything, pick it up.
Okay.
Not that you haven't. I mean, just to let you guys know, my questions are.
Let's see. Mr. Sadie123 said he sold some LeBron James shoes for $450 last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wow. That was awesome though.
Golden Finger Picker said my most expensive was a record, but not on eBay.
That's true. Oh, I might have a great one coming.
I think we all know about that record.
Arbitrage Albatross said GPS unit bought for $5, sold for 90.
Chad could have had a GPS unit one time sell for a whole lot, but he put it up for auction. He also has a piece of glass that he could have sold for $300, but chose to sell it for $20 instead. I found a bunch of pin-up girl postcards. They're vintage, but they're not like, these are like, you know, girls of like the 20s, not this one, but some of them, stuff like that, pin-ups from back then. But yeah, they're all cool. I got them all for $1, so see what happens. People like this still collect pin-up girls and stuff. Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me, Sean.
That you're gonna buy a pin-up girl for $1?
No, I gotta figure out those pictures that Roxy put up on the group, the old army pictures.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah.
That she was still asking for advice on. Dallas asked for her to show them to him too, so. And he said about 15, awesome. 20 bucks they should go for. I just gotta remember the rest of them.
Dallas, as in Dallas Moore?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Through his Cooking Live channel.
Cool. Oh, it was through his channel. Okay. I was thinking he came into like our channels or whatever. But
no, she did it on Facebook through his Cooking Live page.
Figures my comments come back. And the first one I see is Justin Starcher. Sean is baked. Love you, bro. Jack, stop. Yeah. I'm not baked. I'm not drunk, but I should be.
Let's see. Bill Stoner said I sold a bunch of jewelry tools for over $15K on eBay.
Reez TV, REEZ TV on YouTube. You need to go check her out. Today looks like she might have scored some pretty good things with some leather tools and stuff. They're in a fishing tackle box that she got, and the box itself is great. And then she has all this other great stuff in there that's gonna be pretty cool. And Terminal 99, check out his thing too. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, I love them both. I watch their videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor little Ella is all alone now. She
They
won't walking around meowing.
I just want to apologize for everybody watching me turn around and everything. I got one of my cats.
Golden Finger Picker said, "You can't stop at 2 hours. Keep going."
I can only keep going if they're going.
Yeah, open up the show. Get some questions going. Shoot.
Well,
Yeah, I keep
I
yelling
don't
at
know.
my dog,
Kristen
too.
said she'll be tired by 11 o'clock her time, so I don't want to keep her here if she can't
That's
hear.
true, huh? Well, she could just leave. Wow. That sure came out wrong. I mean, she could, if she get too tired, she could. Nobody's keeping her here.
I know, but she's part of the host.
Except
So I don't
me.
want to
She can't leave it. I know. Gee, I can't. I'm gonna have to like apologize. I'm gonna send you flowers or something. That sounded really rude.
You know, you
with
probably.
me?
Yeah, I was.
Something's wrong with me today.
Yeah, you can send me a dozen roses in multiple colors.
Multiple colors, even. She goes for the whole. She opts into carnations. You're lucky if you get them like white or red.
You willing to stick around, Kristen?
Yeah, I'll probably stick around a little more.
Cool.
Hey, by the way, that you get Golden Finger Steve, Golden Finger Picker is good. Chris, tell everybody who just joined the group today.
Oh,
if Chad that doesn't know her, I'm going to talk to you, dude. You're lying to her. But get in contact with me. I'm going to tell you what you said about her the other day. Anyway, go ahead.
About the National Resellers Group?
Yeah.
Okay,
well, remember?
I was trying to understand what you said. They should show or group, or they... The group
sorry. I joined our group. I probably did say that, but joined our group.
They can go to National Resellers Advice, eBay, Amazon, on Facebook. I am the one. Sean's one of the admins. We have Chad is one of the admins. My wife is actually
out. So.
Yeah, we got 5 admins because Callie Picker is also an admin.
No, dude, hold on. We were saying we were having to brag a little bit because Katie Patton joined the group today.
Oh yeah, we have Katie Patton.
The exciting news: Katie Patton joined the group.
I did send an invite to Raking Profits, but I did it under his, not his.
Hey, nothing now, man. We got Katie Patton in the group. Talk to me when you get like bona fide in there, or retro aficionado. No, I'm totally kidding.
Trust me, if they want to join, I'm not going to stop them. Reagan already said send them an invite, but I did the wrong name.
Sorry, not that everybody had to know that. Cramp in my leg and the back. Oh, I felt great. I'm being good. Dude, I just got yelled at for not doing anything bad. That's now I have to do something bad to make up for it.
I'm also part of Chad's group, Golden Finger Picker and Water Picking Queen. I'm also part of the guild.
Okay, come on, comments, come on. Wait, oh, look at Stu S, who I didn't see earlier, so welcome if I didn't say you hi earlier. The first mug that she was picking, she found a Starbucks mug that sold for $222 top order.
Wow.
I've only found one Starbucks mug and it wasn't a city one or anything like that, so now we got $9.99 for it.
Golden Finger Picker says bitch slap number 3 coming.
Yeah, totally.
My face is gonna be red and bruised up after the end of the show. Well, totally blowing your show up, dude. I know it's not the way you intended it to be, but yeah, you get me into the show and it's over, bro. Sorry.
Yeah.
If I didn't want you in the show, I wouldn't have invited you.
That's true.
No,
Justin,
Sean,
it will not be a marathon. Only marathons have been on my channel.
Yeah, I'm not going to be sitting up for 8 hours.
Yeah.
No, Sean, I knew you weren't trying to be rude. I know it just came out like that.
Good, yeah, good. Whew. Yeah, because after once I stopped, I'm like, dude, what?
You're like, what
The
did I
hell
just
is that?
say?
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what it was. I had to replay the whole thing in my head.
Oh. What are we gonna do with you?
I don't know.
Gonna be
My
himself.
wife's with me for 22 years and still doesn't know what to do with me. Oh, 21. We've been together 21. 19, 20, 21. Oh, we've been together 22 years. Married 19, though. Yeah, what's up now, boy? Go figure, huh? She's probably crazy now. 'Cause, yeah. But she's married to me. That's.
Wow.
Change the subject. What's up? Who else got something going on?
Oh, here's a question actually.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arbitrage,
Really good right about
albatross.
now.
Sean,
Charlie, we have a question here.
can't I talk without being interrupted?
No. Sorry.
Sean, you want me to reach through that computer and strangle you?
Oh, hey. Now you're talking.
Oh my God. I'm glad this is gonna work.
Welcome to the Crash and Burn Network.
All right.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. The question is, what section do you hit first at a thrift store?
The bathroom.
I've actually hit the
You want to answer
clothes
first? There you go. Close first.
I think that's right.
You know, for me, I hit whatever's closest because, yeah, no. I usually don't do very many thrift stores anymore. Lately. Well, I do my favorite one, so I guess it's closed, because then I go from the closed, because when I walk in the door, you go off to the right, and there's two things of clothes right there. There's some kids' clothes, because I've been selling, well, now that I say that, the last two I haven't sold, but I was selling kids' jerseys pretty good. And then I go off into the other stuff, and then I come back and hit the clothes again. Uh-oh. Hello?
Yeah, must have.
Oh.
What about you, Kristen?
Your turn, Kristen. Yeah.
Well, I only go to 2 thrift stores. I stopped going to Goodwill because their prices are just too high now. But the 2 that I go to, when you first go in, clothing's off to the left, so I usually hit that first. Though I don't really sell that much clothing, but every once in a while, if I find something good, I'll pick it up. And then electronics, movies, and hey!
You must be laughing at a comment.
Yes. Sorry. We'll get to that. Don't worry. Go for it. Continue.
Electronics, and then like movies and video games, and then dishware, and then they just kind of have stuff randomly all over the place.
Okay, Sean. Get it out.
Calling finger ass. You cut farts to clear the aisle at Goodwill. And it says we love Becky because for whatever reason, and I know every one of us guys does it, we go to another aisle and rip a few to get them out of the way. And for whatever reason, there's no reason for my wife to come down that aisle that I just went down. She walks into it every time. Every time. But no, I don't fart in the stores, the other stores. Except I did smell a shirt this weekend, yesterday, but whoo, about knocked me on my rear. I told Retro Aficionado to smell it, and I ain't smelling that. But, yeah. Sorry, that's what I was laughing at.
Yeah, there's only 2 restaurants I go to now, only because there's another one I want to go to. I do go to Goodwill only because it's literally within walking distance. So I go there for the men's clothes, and then there's electronics. I found a couple of good videos over there that I've sold. There's also what they have one here called the Ark. I haven't been there in a while. That's on the south side by the flea market, but they have a lot of clothes and stuff there as well. So I haven't been there.
Isn't the Ark? Isn't that some Salvation Army something or other.
I don't know. I know it's called the Ark.
Well, no, it is, but I thought that it was somehow associated with the Salvation Army or something, or it was like their almost like a version of their outlet type of thing.
I wouldn't know.
I don't. I could be making that up. It's a very
I
good
know
possibility.
I found some stuff there that I keep wanting to go back, but that's a 1 hour ride each way because it takes 2 buses. So
Yeah.
if I don't have a bus pass, that costs me, well, because I get the discount, it costs me $1.10 each way. So
Mr. Sadie 123 says fix the battery behind that smoke detector behind you, Babette. And who means what? On the panel, or is that something that I have no reason to be involved in?
I think he's talking to me, because I need to fix that.
Well, yeah, you're Babette, so.
Yeah, but I can't fix it because I need a new battery. Otherwise, it starts beeping and won't stop beeping.
Mm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Justin Sarcher thinks I'm toasted still. Not toasted.
Well,
I wouldn't be exactly the same. I'd probably be half passed out. I'd be like,
if you're not toasted, then you got to be something because you sure have been snippy.
it's been like that all day.
Yeah, I've been like that for almost a week now, but I try not to be. I have reasons, but yeah.
When they come and try to apologize to me on Facebook, he's like, "I'm sorry, I'm being an ass right now."
Well,
Yeah.
Not to you, I just to other people, and then Florida. No, not she didn't do it, but Golden Finger Picker said Florida Picking Queen and I split up. Go to electronics. Shit my pants, and then she goes to the clothes.
Damn.
So that's how she finds all the good stuff. She gets away from you.
Yep. Yeah. Chad really doesn't do any of the work though. She finds it all and lists it all and all that stuff now. He just spends all his days and time on Hangouts now.
Yeah.
So.
Oh look, we've got.
Not even serious. Oh yeah, he does, of course. He buys all the stuff from other pickers.
Yeah, he keeps us in business.
And Sean.
Yeah.
Retro aficionados in the room. He says, "What's up, pickers?"
What's up, brother?
Hey, thanks for showing up.
Took me 3. I hope you had as much fun as I did, because it took me 3 hours to get home. Yeah. Dude, I was making great time. I was like flying, and the speed limit, of course. And got to this one area, and it was stopped. I mean, you can see it up and over the bridge, and probably miles ahead. And I'm like, oh, I know how to go around all this. So I went to go to a different city, and apparently 10,000 other people thought the same thing. So, yeah. Pretty exciting stuff. But it was worth it. It was fun.
I wish it only took you 3 hours instead of 5.
That's true. And I thought, oh, maybe I could just go and hang out somewhere for a little while, and then it'll get better. And then I'm like, but if I do that, I'm wasting the time anyway, so I might as well just sit here in the air conditioning. So, yeah, it was fun. It was awesome, though. Couple picks. I wish he would have pulled the reins back on me, though. But, yeah. But that's not his fault. That's my fault. Dude, there was this one girl we both vouched. He even said something. There's these graphic novels, and you get them for like 25 cents, maybe 50 cents each. And she had, I think I counted as fast as I could. I counted like 35. And there was more than that in this box. And I'm like, oh, how much do you want for these? And she's like, oh, $45. And he's like, oh, man. And I was like, 20? She's like, no, 45. Yeah. But what is wrong with this girl?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't recognize the box when we went by the end of the day, if it was still there or not. But That price is probably still there. Mm. That was craziness.
Golden Finger Picker said, "I will film next time I clear the aisles at Goodwill."
Awesome. Viral video right there.
And Retro Aficionado says, "I got home at 6 p.m. because I went straight to making wine, took a quick shower, and headed off to the birthday party I was telling you about."
Yeah. But see, he went and had fun. No problem with doing that and going out and being tired. I got to sit there and watch people be really weird in their cars. I don't know, one girl kept combing her hair for like a half hour behind me. I don't know if it was a stress relief or what, but... By the way, that was aspirin I just did.
Okay, let's see. What can we come up for another topic? But
Another topic. How about...
or at least a question that brings up a topic, something.
Yeah, okay. So my stupid questions, my things aren't loading. Let's see. I'm looking up it. You guys find any new things? Am I still on? Yeah, I'm sorry. What did I have? I had a thought earlier that I thought about.
I don't know. Gotta find something else too. Well, I don't have anything near me. Alright, let's see. For some of those viewers. Oh, he's back again.
Actually, there's two Seans there now.
I know. Now, I don't know how to do any kicking, so. Okay, Sean, kick yourself out.
Hey, future Sean and past Sean.
Now, if I kick the other one out, does that kick both of us out, or?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let me see what happens. Let me mute myself.
It worked.
Oh, there you go.
It worked.
Cool. Awesome. Did you figure out something else? Because I was trying to figure out something else, and I don't have anything.
No, I can't. I'm not coming up with anything. That's what I was afraid of, not running out of things to talk about.
That's all right. We just need more comments. We just need more comments. Okay, people comment. And then somebody else has to look them up, because mine apparently are frozen again.
Okay.
Retro. I can't see any, so.
I guess I'm going to do it then.
Cool.
That's okay. I like reading the comments. That's right. And don't you forget it.
What?
Golden Finger Picker has a question. Does bad weather stop you from going out? We jump all over bad weather.
Bad weather is good to have because a lot of people in. I don't have much bad weather, so I mean, yeah.
It keeps me in the house because, like we've established, I'm a walker, so unless I'm going to the thrift stores, that's the only way I'm going to stay dry. I'm not gonna. Nobody else can have a yard sale in the rain, so.
Actually, speaking of going to yard sales in the rain, I've done that before. Oh, I'll go out no matter whether it's raining or not, because we get a lot of bad weather during the summer here, and if I waited for good weather, I'd never go out.
True, that's a good point. Yeah.
Well, most of my
so many times
bad weather is
more.
like I
That's how it's going. Yeah, so true.
As I was saying, that most times when I do well, it's not necessarily for my quote-unquote bad weather. It's not raining. It's the heat that I have to worry about. Like the rest of this week's supposed to be 98 degrees.
98.
Yeah,
Yeah.
outside. So, when it gets
Which
too
is
hot,
120 in your trailer,
yep.
in your home.
Mm-hmm.
But,
So,
Let's see. Oh, Resale Rookie said, Resale Rookie has a question. What's the grossest item you've ever seen sitting on a thrift store shelves for sale?
I don't think I've seen anything really. It's like, I just glance quick and then if I don't see certain areas that catch my eye, I'm gone.
Oh, I can think of one. This was when we used to still go to Goodwill. We were in there and we were looking at luggage, and found this cute little luggage I was going to get. And I always open it up to make sure that there's nothing wrong with it. And I opened it up, and somebody had threw up in it and then sent it to the Goodwill.
Oh.
Gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't top mine. And mine was just a half-eaten sandwich in a paper towel. But
Yeah.
it was just gross because it had been there like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes before the first time, and it was still there when I went back, so you could imagine it was probably pretty gross.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, other than
I
that,
can't say anything bad here.
Let's see.
Yeah, our Goodwill here is close, is clean, so most of the time when I've been in here, so.
Yeah, I guess Resale Rookie had a second part. He said, I meant something dirty, filthy, something they tossed on the shelf but should have been tossed in the trash. Yeah.
Like an item.
Oh, Golden Finger Picker
there's
said...
some electronics and stuff that should have went in the trash.
Yeah. Golden Finger Picker said a diaper hamper with dirty diapers in it.
Oh, God.
That's disgusting.
That sounds like Holland Hobbies, by the way. Go subscribe to him, too. Holland Hobbies went to a thrift store, and there was Tidy Whities there on the shelf, and he's like kind of showing one, and like, dude, that one has skid marks. What the hell's wrong with people?
You know a good way to someone knows, Sean? Say, these were used in the movie Weird Science.
Oh. Yeah, selling underwear with skid marks. Ew.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You added an app, huh?
Huh?
You added an app? You just said
I added an app?
No, you added an app.
Yeah. Well, it's supposedly downloading, but it's not. It's Google Effects.
Well, they asked me if I wanted to use it.
Yeah, you just say yeah or no if you want. But
no, I
meant to add a different one, but I clicked on that one, and it takes an hour to load because, you know, my computer is a rock star. But, what, let's see, somebody else. Oh, Golden Finger Pickers to tell Roxy hi from all of us. Which she's listening and stuff, but.
I think she may be laying down in the other room. She took the phone with her, so I don't know if she's watching.
Sue S. Are you the one that was in Danny's group, I think? Or no? That would be Autumn's group. Yeah, that is you. Cool. How you doing? I thought I recognized you before, but yeah, it was Autumn's group way back, like over a year ago. Cool. She's pretty cool.
Okay, Sean, why don't you give your point of view and Kristen give her point of view of what the group's like.
Kristen can go first. Remember, ladies first.
What's the question?
Well, to give your point of view about the National Resellers Group.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I joined. Yeah, I saw that everybody I knew was joining, so I joined, and I figured this would be good because a lot
So
of
if you
the
jump
groups
off a bridge, everybody else.
funny. Anyway, well, you had already jumped off the bridge, so.
Shit, I've been off the bridge for a long, long time. Go ahead, sorry.
Anyways, so I joined, and actually, I've made a lot of friends in there, people that I can talk to, and it's a very helpful group. If you have a question, they don't just blow you off. They'll actually try to help you. Because I've been in a lot of groups where you ask a question and they're like, Google it, or they come up with some excuse why they can't give you an answer.
Oh boy.
Hey, distracting you? You turned it off, sorry. There, I turned it off. Oh, no, now how do I get off?
Your turn, Sean.
Oh, I mean, it's except for a couple of days ago, which kind of felt good because see, I've in kind of a mood, and it kind of was cool to lay into a couple people, but it's drama free. There's never been any problems except for a couple people, and basically told them how it was. You know, the group was about helping people, about sharing fun, exciting, good things that happened to you, sharing, you know, your finds, asking questions about business and getting advice and all that kind of stuff. And you know, it's really cool. It's a really fun place to be. Why are you smiling?
Yeah,
with like
you
a
can
smirk,
blame
like
me
something you're both like, huh?
I was gonna say you can blame me for part of that thing the other night because I couldn't
Oh,
find
gosh. Do you,
that proof and he wouldn't show it.
yeah, that right there, what you saw is how I run my guild on World of Warcraft, and it works. It's worked for 4.5 years, so you know it's okay. Look, you want to be a jerk and that grammar Nazi, which pisses me off. You know, fine, but you're asked to stop. You don't stop. Sorry, go find somewhere else to be. You know, you get one chance. You know, and then one lady's like, "You don't have to kick me." I'm like, "Whatever." Like that makes me sad. Get away. You know, if you're gonna
Well,
be rude,
she'd have to be a friend of mine
disrespectful,
too.
and
So
yeah, if you're gonna be rude, disrespectful, and stuff like that, then there's no place for you here. Sorry. Yeah, it's simple as that. And that's kind of the way a lot of the YouTube people are now, which is amazing that it wasn't like that last year, year and a half ago now. But yeah, so
that's why part of
it's
why
a
I was
whole
afraid
nother
to start.
thing. So,
Remember, I told
yeah.
you that. That's why I was afraid to start doing my own videos because I didn't want backlash because I was friends with each.
Yeah, don't say the name.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
say the name. It's like worse than Beetlejuice if you say the name, man. And yeah.
Oh, I know this is off
Yeah.
topic, but did you know they're going to be making another Beetlejuice movie?
Seriously.
Yeah,
I
seriously.
like Beetlejuice.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
They're making another Beetlejuice movie. Oh, she's listening to music or something. Totally ignored me, which a lot of people should do. But yeah. They're making a Goonies 2 movie also, which I think might ruin the whole movie, but we'll see.
I don't know. That seems like that's going to be weird because it's been so much time in between.
Yeah. They're like
Well, I can
grandparents
always
and
make
stuff
Beetlejuice Jr.
now. Callie Picker's in the house. What's up, man? Welcome.
Hey there, Kelly.
We had a couple more questions, too.
Cool.
Let me see if I can find them again because I know they're up here.
Alberto asked, meet any weirdos while thrift shopping? Yeah, I met Alberto once.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I met some weirdos. And the other question was, Golden Finger Picker asked, do you think it's right for thrift stores to sell fake Coach purses, Rolex watches, I can't even speak, Rolex watches, etc.?
Those things you use to tell time with.
Yeah, those things you...
I'll put it this way. If the people they're selling it in California or wherever, like in their flea markets get busted, the thrift stores get busted. It's no different. They know they're fake. If they don't know, then they should check before, like everybody else has to before they list, before they try selling it.
You know, the one of the, I mean, there's a, oh my god, focus. Apparently, I'm talking like Porky Pig. That's all, folks. But anyway, the flea market that's cut down the way from me. They are so super like strict as far as paperwork, taxes, making sure you have their paperwork right, making sure you're in your booth, make sure you're not selling anything bad like knives and guns but man, you can load up a whole couple, 3, 4 tables of fake coaches, of product, fake clothes, and all of that stuff. I'm like, dude, why can't I sell my little case pocket knife for $20, but you can go over there and pick up a fake Coach handbag? Well, we don't know they're fake because you're an idiot. But it's amazing how those places work. It's just we want to be by the rules, but there's just many problems.
I think that they should be able to sell them if they want to. I mean, they're a business, but they shouldn't mark them as if they're real.
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah.
I mean, because that's kind of deceiving. Because not everybody who comes in there is going to know. Well, okay, I have, obviously is going to check to make sure that they're real.
Yeah. I found a fake Kate Spade bag last week. Kind of disappointing. I mean, last month.
I remember that.
Kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
But it was all in that big pile of stuff that I only paid $20 for. So, I mean, it didn't hurt me, but at the same time, I was like excited for like 3 or 4 hours till I got home.
Yeah.
It could have hurt you if you tried to
Hey, it's in perfect condition. Well, I know why it's perfect condition.
Hey, Sean, Golden Finger Picker says, "Bitch slap number 5 coming now."
Yeah.
And then James Benner said that I rock.
Did you pay him?
No, I did not pay him.
She does, by the way. Yeah, we talk every day on Facebook. So it's pretty cool. Most of the time, until she slaps me, then I cry. But Justin Starcher wants to know how many listens does everybody have. I'm sadly back down to 105, but.
I said it earlier. I'm at a measly 24.
And I'm at 151.
Nice. Mm-hmm. But see, there's a difference too. I mean, Chris doesn't have a store, and I have a store. I should be at that 150 at least,
Yeah.
But yeah. But I say sadly, it's because I sold a few things. So.
Well, I try to keep my store stocked as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
If I was making the sales and I knew I could get the listings up, I would have probably 50 things up. But like I said, that's part of my situation. I just have to work within what I can do. And that's one of the things I did like in the other group. When I've asked for help, we'll get more things listed. I try explaining I couldn't. Why can't you? It's like, I don't want to go into my whole life story just explaining why I can't do what everybody else can. But I wanted to let people like me or they're in different situations know you don't have to have 100 and odd things up. This is when you are trying your best and you get your sales from here and there.
Chris is chatting or looking at the comments. Sorry. I'm glad I didn't say what I was going to say before I get into that, Chris, because when you said about, you didn't have the store and stuff, I was going to say, well, it'd be cool to find out, 1 or 2 items a month you will sell to be able to cover that cost of a store or whatever, and then you're like, because of my situation, and that would have been sounded so insensitive. But,
I had an offer. You were talking about doing hiring somebody for VA.
Yeah.
I had someone that offered me a job, and I called it a job because she was going to pay me.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about that.
I did the one job for it, but I was like, okay, if this is all it's going to be, or she's like, well, no, there's going to be more to it if you want to continue. I saw the side of, okay, I do it, I'll get 50, whatever she decides to pay me for each month or whatever. That will help me pay for the store. But doing all that work, who's going to be able to do all the listings for me to get my store going?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I did what she asked me. I actually finished it weeks before she needed it done. She gave me the money, and then I haven't really. I said I got to think about it. Well, I was
Yeah.
probably going to say no anyway because I want to be able to go out and do my Stones things. I don't want to
Yeah,
be
because if you're not
held down to
if you're
somebody
not able
else.
to do your own stuff, you might as well just get a job. I mean, it's called just over broke for a reason.
Uh-huh. But I
So,
saw when she was trying to help me out too by helping her out. She was going to help me with the money to get stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah, it's all a great idea, but like you said, the end result was when do I have time for my stuff? You know, kind of a thing.
because I'm just like when I have somebody ask me to do something, I like to get it done as soon as possible. You saw how bad I was like, okay, are we gonna do the private live early, or are we gonna do it half hour early, an hour early?
Yeah.
Everything's working.
Yeah, that.
Great.
Guess we should have went in for an hour earlier. The way it ended up working.
You're the only one that ended up not working.
That's true. Yeah, but yeah, I'm switching all of my photos that I want to keep over to Photo Bucket, and I'm gonna look and see if there's any kind of files or anything that I need to print out or send to my wife's computer or something, and then I'm gonna factory reset this piece of crap, and maybe hopefully that'll take care of everything. Because it's only 2 years old, so I mean it's not like it's super old. I mean it is old in computer years, but I mean my Dell was like 9 years old and it was having no problem. Why is it orange up there? But my Dell was like 9 years old playing WoW. So I mean, computers can be good. This one is not good.
Yeah.
You know, so I have to figure something out, and it's just I haven't got kicked out lately. What?
Any
I
other
know.
questions or comments?
Probably because Kristen was booting me.
I'm looking. Oh, jeez. Resale Rookie said, has anyone ever gotten into a scuffle at a thrift store or had somebody try to start trouble?
I've heard an argument inside the store before, but Albatross says, see, I have trouble saying his full name, so I just say Albatross. Because it's Albatross.
It's
But,
Albatross. Yeah.
no, it's not. See, it's Albatross. But he says, keep pushing, dude. Keep pushing, dude. Do what you can with what you got. And I know that's to Chris. So
Yeah. Let's see.
That's why I said if I can't do the listings, I figured I put my help out there on the groups and everything else to get people to talk and get it out there. Like somebody asks a question.
Bill Stoner says, chunk, because the Goonies do. My favorite was always Feed Dollar Bill! Feed Dollar Bill! I love that kid. His little things, his little inventions and stuff. Pictures of power.
Well, I just want to remind everybody that next week we're going to have Florida Picking Queen on, so.
Heck yeah. That'll be different. I'll have to take like a Valium or something and be like
Yeah. Or if you don't calm down, I'll just have to keep giving you some bitch slaps.
Oh, you better be here, because I don't want her feeling like she's.
Yeah. You know what the funny part about that term is? Bitch slaps.
Yeah.
You can also turn it around, and the one that getting slapped isn't necessarily the bitch. Oh wow. See, now I'm gonna get my ass kicked. She's gonna fly out here to California and be like, "What? Who's the bitch now?" me, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not going to do that because I don't have the money to be flying to California right now, but I probably can come through your computer and strangle you.
Maybe.
Or you can just PM Becky and say, "Go hit your husband for me."
She can't hit me. She don't even. Oh Oh, damn. She's listening to music or something. She can't hear any of my smart-ass comments.
Oh, jeez.
James Benner, which is Callie Picker. Oh, she can't hear my smart-ass comments. Never mind. Oh, what do you think the new reseller should be concerned with? Basic info, storage area, what things to get, inventory, sources, all that.
Well, like I said, next week's gonna start with I'm gonna start with at least the resourcing, or what I call rescuing, and then we're gonna go from there. So everything's gonna be included: storage, everything.
Well, I mean, as far as what for the new reseller though, I mean, I know we're gonna cover it next week, but like right now, what would say Joe Schmo comes and says, I want to sell things. What would you be your first thing to tell them?
Well,
And don't say buy low and sell high. That is so mean.
It depends on where they live. Okay, it depends
Just
on where they
saying.
are.
Oh, I hate that word.
Okay,
Sorry,
you
go
asked
ahead.
the question, I'm going to answer you, Sean.
I did. Okay, answer it then.
What I was going to say is, it depends on where they live, first of all.
Sorry.
It depends on how much money they already have to spend. Because if they only got $20 a month to spend, if they can go to yard sales, go there. Or they can go and start setting up wherever they're going to have for their storage. Set things up around there first. That way they know where everything's going to go when they get their items. Because
Cool.
if you buy too much first and you don't have anywhere to put it, you're going to be like,
Oh man.
okay,
That was my
I'm getting
mistake.
claustrophobic here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I started out with one, when I even did flea market. We had one room, what we call the office, the spare room. Now, I can basically say every room has products in it.
Yeah.
So we extended ourselves because we got products in just about every room. In our kitchen, I got like 3 coffee making machines that I've had for about a year and a half now. I've been trying, but we haven't gotten pictures of it to sell, so.
Dude, don't you live in a mobile home park?
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a negative way. Do a coffee store thing, a walkthrough coffee place. You can set up your coffee makers on inside, and people come in to the front door or whatever, and they're like, "I want this coffee," and then you can pour it. So here you go, get off my property. That would be awesome. No.
Some of
Not so
the
much.
people in this place I don't trust too well.
Oh, dude, yeah. So when I lived at ours we moved into here from the last place. I'd be the same way. Yeah. Well, Kristen, what would you say? I already know what I'm going to say, so.
What are we talking about?
Oh, wow.
What do you think of
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
what would be the first thing you'd say to a new reseller? As far as... I gotta go read the whole question again. Where did it go? What do you... Oh, and then it moves. What do you think the new reseller should be concerned with? Basic info, storage area, what things to get, inventory, sources, things like that.
Well, I would say that they need to be concerned with, number one, getting a scale and a good camera. Because if you can't take good pictures, it's not really going to work. And you have to be able to weigh
Golden
things.
Finger, thanks.
What'd you say?
We're just saying goodnight to Golden Finger. Saying goodnight to Golden Finger Picker before he is out. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. And then after that, I would say setting up some kind of area for all that stuff, because who knows how much stuff you're going to end up buying. And like Chris said, if you only have a certain amount of money to spend, then you need to stay within your budget instead of trying to go out and buy expensive stuff in the beginning until you get comfortable with it.
True. This will lead into what I was going to say. Are you writing that book still, Kristen?
What?
Have you worked on your book that you were talking about? For me?
A little bit.
Okay. But anyway,
It's just I've had so much going on. I'm like, friggin',
that's true.
yeah. I'm like, well, because I wanted to sit down one day and just write, but things always seem to come up when I try to do that.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately. That'll be a good one. But what I was going to say is, most people have smartphones, so that you already got that. I was going to say look into video games, because I haven't really sold any, I haven't had any new stuff. But with video games, as long as you do a little bit of research, they can sell quick, they don't take up a lot of room, and you can generally, if it's summertime mostly, you can generally get them for kind of cheap. But on the flip side, it's taking a little bit of research to figure out which ones sell. So, I don't know. That would be a way to get your feet wet, kind of get you into the whole process without filling up your house like I did at the start. But yeah, my wife shakes her head. Yep. But yeah,
filling
I mean,
up your
that would
house
be
and then having to throw everything away.
pretty much.
That's what I gotta start thinking about doing with my some of the stuff I have in the other room. If I still have from the flea market, I'll be wanting to get pictures of it just to put it on Facebook for local auctions. $1, started at $1, and whatever it goes for.
Yeah.
Clean out the room. Get it, but again, I gotta work around what I can do, and we want to get all the good, expensive stuff that we do have, like I said, the suits and everything else, up on eBay beforehand. But as soon as I sell that stuff, whoop, turn around and gotta go buy more stuff instead of working on whatever.
Yeah, that's what James Collie Picker says. So set up their area first, and then get some equipment like camera and scale. Scale definitely. I mean, if even if you don't have the money, you can my scale was only $15 shipped off of eBay. I don't know if you can still find them that cheap or not, and it goes up to 75 pounds. I think I got kind of lucky on that. But
mine. I was gonna say mine.
So definitely want to get a scale, because I mean you can mess your stuff up with shipping, and I mean at the start I probably paid 4 or 5 people to take my item because I messed up on shipping because I didn't have a scale. So you want to be careful.
Well, I know I got an 86-pound scale here. We paid, I think, $17 and change off of eBay.
So it's probably about the same then, yeah. There you go.
But I also went and I found one of those stamps.com scales. I purchased it for 25 cents. That's the one I'm going to be donating to the Pickers Fund. We're going to be sending that out to Chad sometime in the future, probably within the next week or so, I hope, to get it
good segue in that, by the way.
sent out to somebody that needs it.
Definitely. Chad was saying, don't forget the Small United, the Go Picking. Hey, Go Picking Fund. I like that sound. But yeah, it's where you it's GoFundMe thing, and you know I'm so bad at that. We need somebody to be able to talk about that correctly. Do you know about that? Like, to be able to explain it correctly on YouTube?
I don't. I'm not part of the group that's doing it yet. If we could, every one of these we can have them talk about next week when they're on.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, write that down. So
I was gonna say, can we start wrapping it up? I'm getting tired.
Yeah, we probably should. It was almost 3 hours. So.
Yeah, it's gonna.
But really quick, it's the Small Sellers United is basically gonna be a fund and thing to be able to get like sellers that are just starting out, or even sellers that just don't have the money to get a scale or get a good mannequin, or they just need those few extra things that could actually just catapult their business to a higher level. And that's kind of the whole premise behind it, is to give the community support in order to build their business, create better whatever it is they need for themselves, and make the world better. So, and unfortunately, I can't. I gotta find the thing. I'm so bad at that. didn't even. But I donated some money, so.
Well, isn't there a Facebook page?
There is. That's what I was gonna look for. Elena, who is Scrapparella, is the one reading it. Actually, we gotta give all of the credit of the idea to Resell Rookie, who mentioned it, and it took off from there. Pretty awesome idea, man. And then Golden Finger Picker and Florida Picking Queen and Scrapparella all kind of. And I don't know if there's more people or not. I didn't hear any other names. I'm sure there must be, but they kind of got together and organized it and went from there. So.
Well, while you're doing that, Sean, I was going to thank everybody again for showing up for my first show. I didn't expect it to go 3 hours. I only expected it to last 2.
Dude, you got me in here, so.
Thanks to you and Chris for agreeing to do this with me.
It's
I know I couldn't have done it by myself. So,
that's a walk in the park for me, man. Sorry, go ahead, man. I'm totally interrupting. I'm sorry, that's rude. I'm sorry.
Sean.
If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. You have ideas for future shows? Leave them in the comments. We'll discuss them ourselves and come up more and go from there. But like I said, next week will be about rescuing, and we'll have Florida Picking Queen as a guest. So I'll let you two say something and get ready to shut this down.
Go ahead, Chris. Yeah, I'm still looking for that thing.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to thank everybody for coming. We got a lot more people than I was expecting, and it was fun. We had good interaction with everybody, and Sean, since he was in rare form, made it much more fun.
Sorry. Well, I'm gonna have to find that. We're gonna have to do more of the Sellers United, Small Sellers United thing next week. I can't find that link yet. Cool. Are you done with your last moment? Because it's apparently gonna be my last moment ever on YouTube.
Well,
anyway, again, I'm Cool Toads. You can find me on my channel and I have a Toadcast Friday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. They generally don't go 8 hours, but there has been 2 occasions that they went that long. Usually they are about 4 hours though. But anyway, yeah, definitely thank you guys all for coming. And I am in rare form, and I apologize a lot. And yeah, it was fun. Very exciting. And yeah, I'm so high. Maybe I need to go get drunk or high or something. I don't know. But we don't do that. I don't endorse that at all ever. At least not in public.
We know you get drunk. We've heard about you getting real sick once.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm never doing that again. My old butt cannot handle 12 beers in one night. Woo. And a blue moon too. Oh my God, that was for like 3 weeks. No, 3 days anyway. Uh-oh. There we go. Now something's happening on my computer. It's telling me to shut up now, so. Thanks for joining now.
Thanks again. I'm about to shut this down. Like I said, if you have any comments for the future shows, let us know, and we'll go from there. Thanks again for your support.
Peace out. Rock and roll.